I'm here and I'm back and everything's working and we've got the players in and ready to go tonight, which is great. I'm a bit sore from the ride home. I'm sorry to hear that, Becca. I was going to say, how was your ride home? But yay, I'm glad. Hello, Raddy. Hope you're doing okay, dude. And Charlie's here. Hello. So yeah, it's been a little bit long since I was last able to DM for you wonderful people, but here we have it, and we're going to be jumping into chat with Team Creative Condiments in a second, which is always good. So yeah, I hope you're doing okay. It should be fun. It should be good. How have we been? How has our Tuesday been? Tuesday's normally a bit of a weird day. But hopefully we're doing okay. I am quite happy. I get to D&D. And I got to see a Becca today and a Doodles. I got to have both of them and hang out with them today, which was fantastic. But yeah, I guess we're gonna jump pretty much straight into it. I'm gonna jump on in with Team Creative Condiments and see how well they're doing. I'm gonna unmute, and I'm betting they're gonna be supremely loud because I can hear Ree being really noisy in the other room. Let's see how well we do. Who is this Doodles of which you speak? I don't know him. I don't know him. First, before I mute them, I'm gonna pause this music. I'm gonna get some background kind of gentle noise going, I think, for my camp. There we go. Just a gentle kind of forest night. Maybe something else I can combine with it. Let me see if I can just get some gentle music. Just gentle travelling music. Who is this Doodles for which you speak? Let me try out some travel music. Let's see what it sounds like. Dislike. Peaceful travel music. I like that, but it's very loud. So I'm going to turn that on as well, and I'm going to turn it down really low. Let's turn that down really low. Let's see if I can get them both on a loop. No idea who this Doodle is. Are they fun? I think he's pretty fun. Quite often. Turn the Forest Night one down a little bit. There we go. We got some music going. Let's hear what we do with. Let's see how we go with Team Creative Condiments. We are down a Caliban today. Sadly, we do not have Caliban, so I'm going to be playing him for a little bit. Here we go. Let's see how this happens.
You don't want to go near them with babies either.
No, apparently not. Hello, everybody.
Growing up one of my.
Hello. Hi.
that was interesting. You don't want to go near them with babies, is what I heard, and I got a bit like, oh,
geese.
Okay.
Geese.
I mean, geese is even worse.
Honestly. No, you don't want to go near geese with babies. They're really mean.
Geese are horrific creatures.
A friend of mine's on a walk, and his walk's been disrupted by geese. And I'm just sort of like, man, that's a hard situation to be in.
My walk has been disrupted by geese. Okay, this is fine. How is everybody doing?
Broke the GM earlier.
I wasn't expecting it, I'm not going to lie. Koo, you had me panicking, dude. How are you?
I'm good. I was here the whole time. I don't know what you're talking about.
Son of a bitch. How are you doing?
That's your mum too.
I mean, you're not wrong.
I'll openly admit, in my brain I went, this is the one person you can't play that card on.
To be fair, we do this kind of shit all the time. How are you doing, Koo?
Good. Quite hyped up by Smash Bros. Ultimate. Other than that, I'm good.
It looks pretty freaking awesome. Not gonna lie, it's the only thing I've seen of it so far. Because, yeah, I missed most of the Nintendo one, but Smash Bros. Looks pretty fucking awesome.
Yeah.
So I'm down with that. It looks pretty good. What have you been up to?
Nothing. E3 stuffs.
Fair enough.
Wow. Interesting.
Thank you for that.
This is a mistake.
Yeah, I guess so. How are you doing, Phil? Oh, this is even worse.
And thus ended the stream.
How are you doing tonight, Phil?
Missing Blaine.
Oh, yeah.
We'll just have to kill him.
Yeah, I think it's time to kill Caliban off.
I mean, he's completely irrelevant to this sort of campaign anyway.
And we just have to kill off
Okay.
Nia, and we have an entirely new party.
Hey!
Wow.
You know, Caliban's character's got absolutely zero vested interest in what we're doing, so...
I know, right? I tried, like, yeah, so, like, last week, we specifically didn't play because he really couldn't get here. And it's like, but this is all about dragons, Caliban should be here. And he's like, yeah, I can't do this week either. And I'm like, damn it, we can't keep not doing it, so...
To be fair, he is on his way to becoming a kept man.
That is true. That is true.
That's the thing, apparently, when she passes all her qualifications and is earning making money, he can retire and do something, apparently.
Really, this is our new plan.
Oh gosh. Okay then.
But yeah, okay, cool. That's fair. We are missing him, but hopefully he'll be back soon. Hopefully. And speaking of people we're going to end up missing, hello Cody.
Hi.
Because Cody's abandoning us soon too.
Well, we're not, because we've just confirmed that Q's going to make sure her character dies.
Indeed. We've got 2 weeks.
I know, 2 weeks
So
to
you've
cover
got-
off, get some character replacement in.
2 weeks to kill me.
Try to make sure Mia doesn't die, please.
No promises?
Do the DM thing.
The
I will
DM
do
thing
my best.
of making sure that you don't die.
Yeah, the DM immunity thing.
That's the
I
opposite
would
of my
like to
job.
do it.
I mean, what?
Yeah, well, you're going to be playing my character for 3 weeks, so...
We will see. We will see. Don't worry, Raddy. We're still going to get fires. We're still going to get fires.
Exactly. You can't kill me off for ratting. I mean, it's
fire.
just not going to be a thing.
And what about you, Ree? How are you doing?
Oh, I'm great. I've got an interesting goose saga happening, which I'm really enjoying, and my plant isn't dead.
You should have 2.
My plants aren't dead.
Concern. Okay, good. No, that's great.
Today on Tabletop Tuesday, Ree learns how to count.
I actually have 3 plants, but
Oh my god.
2 of them are cactuses, so I'm not really sure, to be honest, because they don't really change. They just look the same. But the strawberry plant is still alive. So
Oh, good.
This is going well.
I'm really glad. This is a good start.
Hmm. Oh, my friend with the goose saga has turned back and not bothered facing the geese.
Smart check.
Pussy.
For those that were wondering with bated breath whether or not he managed to pass the geese.
I don't know how to feel
Featured by
right
a
now.
gaggle.
I don't know how to feel. Okay, so let's do a quick recap. Since it's been a couple of weeks. Team Creative Condiments have done some shit, yo. They have done very well at tracing the path of the dragon cultists as they tracked them along the river to... Well, they didn't travel by river. The party travelled by river to Baldur's Gate to kind of keep slightly ahead of the game and catch up to the people that had a head start on them. It got to the point where they left there. They've just started leaving there on a caravan heading north. They're not sure where exactly the cultists are going, but they are aware that this caravan is bound for Waterdeep. And they have settled in being essentially the bodyguards and escorts of Alkrani Ulyilton, and this is I should have changed the names, god damn it. But he seemed friendly enough, albeit rather smelly. And he was carrying probably the best thing for the druid to be carrying with, a shitload of furs.
Yeah, not pleased.
At least we have our own horses. We don't actually have to ride on the back.
That is true.
It's going to be really, really awkward though, and it's just like, ah, yes, I'm a great fan of these furs. It's like, I can turn into that.
Surprise, motherfucker!
But I could turn into that one. I could turn into that one. I could turn into that one. Oops.
I've been that one. I witnessed my great aunt's family's wedding in this one.
I lived a full life as that one, married a man, and he died before me.
Wow. Fuck. The epic backstory that we were unaware of. But yeah, so as we go here, we have the caravan have basically just kind of left off and have started travelling, and we've got a lot of interesting people to get to know, and I'm very keen to see how people deal with it. So thus far, we have the party on. I believe you decided to stay on your horses rather than in the carriage.
I'm in the carriage.
Okay.
I'm on my horse. I ain't being in the death carriage.
Because I don't have a horse.
Yeah.
Ah. And we'll say that for the purposes of this, Caliban is travelling on his boar.
No, he's got a horse.
Did he bring his horse and not the... Oh no, he made the boar go away, didn't he? That's a shame.
Yeah.
Boars are cool.
So everyone else is on horses and I'm in the back of the carriage.
Cool. Okay.
I think so.
As
That's
we... So essentially what we're going to do, because this is a long journey, we are going to skip time quite a bit. So I'm going to give you plenty of role-playing time, but we're going to make sure that we get some time to jump ahead, fall back. Like, we're going to make sure we've got... If anything interesting happens, we will definitely role-play it out. But essentially, as it started, we're going to skip the first day. So we're going to essentially say that you've travelled a fair bit with Alchemy. And that's pretty much all you've managed to speak to thus far. But we're pulling up now, kind of settling for the first night as part of the caravan. And you're just on the outskirts of an area you know as the Fields of the Dead.
Hey.
Well, that's cheerful.
Yeah. So you're
Sounds
currently
road
traveling on
trip
a road. There's a wonderful kind of forest running alongside you as well, and you are heading north. The caravan pulls to a close. You can hear the whinnying and stumping of horses as they're kind of settling down. You can hear people starting to talk now. The noise is starting to work up. Obviously, as this many caravans and horses and stuff are on the move, it's quite difficult to talk to each other. Whereas now, you get the chance for people to kind of catch up. They start chatting to each other. You can hear voices. You can see people starting to get down off their caravans and get off of their wagons. Horses are given feed bags, and people start talking about making a potential fire. And as we start today, Alchemy kind of gets down off the front of the wagon, raps on the door to it to let oh god, I almost called you Tobias, to let Harlequin know that we're on the way.
Spoilers.
So it's just a gentle, all right, we're stopping for the night.
Thank you. I'll be out shortly.
All right.
God, what's he doing in there?
God damn it.
Don't ask me.
Are the rest of you all right? Are you heading out too, or what's the plan?
Well, I believe the plan is that we guard your whereas. Beyond that.
Oh, are we like? Right, I think we should start a fire then. Get some warmth going. He looks up at the people on horseback. Do you guys mind getting that sorted while I kind of sort the horses?
Yeah, I suppose. Me, yeah?
Yes, Lily.
Little guy wants a fire.
I don't.
I'm not that little. I
Ain't on about you for once, short stuff.
don't think I'm little.
Nonetheless, we
I
should go
suppose-
collect wood then.
Yeah, where are we setting this fire up? Because I'm presuming you don't mean the forest.
I mean, just anywhere here's good. Like,
Yeah, preferably not a forest.
Figured as much.
I mean, we've got there's plenty of places to get wood around and things, and you can see there's a few people kind of staring at you at this point. There's a few people having a very obvious look. This caravan has seemed to start gathering together sooner than you came along. You came along quite late into the time before it left, and immediately you've got kind of looking at you quite clearly is what appears to be a half-elf, and the rearmost caravan, the one kind of that's going alongside your horses, there are 2 or 3 rather bedraggled-looking people who don't seem to be taking their eyes off you, especially you, Mia.
Hey.
Especially you.
What for? Can I see them looking at me?
Roll me a perception check.
What is perception again? I don't think I'm not very perceptive. Nope.
You are...
Mia, look down at ground.
Mia, essentially...
Mia's on dirt.
Essentially, Mia, you are aware that there are people looking at you, but you can't tell that anyone's looking at you specifically. Just more the fact that there are people that kind of seem curious about your group.
Okay.
To be fair, we did beat another group of actors to a pulp before we went on this.
To be fair,
Yeah.
I might have accidentally killed one if it hadn't been for the DM. No,
Yeah,
we didn't touch them. No one got physically touched.
No,
That
they
is
just
technically
started
true.
dying.
One of them just fell over.
Oops.
Had blood
Yeah.
pouring out of many orifices.
No, psychic
Yeah.
damage.
It was
Anyway,
psychic.
Oh yeah, that was. Yeah.
Yeah, my doppelganger. How dare?
Yeah, well, back of the wagon opens and Harlequin steps out, and he's wearing his normal face, the solid snake style look, and he's like, "Wow, this is rude." Seriously, I'm
Blaine
out,
is
I'm
in
not
the
playing
fucking
anymore.
chat!
I know.
What's happening?
How dare?
Blaine is in
Blaze
chat.
in chat.
Admittedly, his reason for not being online was that shouting in Scottish really loudly probably doesn't help his wife study for her exams, which you can get.
Is fair and true. It's just more the case of it's like...
Can he type Scottish really loudly?
Type Scottish.
It's all in caps.
Scottish.
It's all in caps, and it's like
I
trying
mean-
to retrain spotting.
No, he just has in brackets at the end in Scottish.
Blaine just wants attention. He wants us to miss him. And there you go. Ratty
Yeah,
and Blaine
get to.
both at the same time. Get to fuck. There you go.
Right, no,
Alright,
yeah,
so-
step out the wagon, wearing the solid snake's face, and I'm like, to our esteemed wagon master, I believe that we are simply your guards. How would you normally have the fire set up?
Well, I mean, I don't normally take care of that stuff. I've usually got people to help me, so I don't really do
Alright,
it myself.
so
but-
in fact, we are not simply your guards, we are also your workers, and we are making your journey more comfortable, yes?
Well, I mean, like, yours too, like, as well.
No, that's fine. We probably should have simply discussed this before we started. In which case I will get some firewood. And I will bimble off to the tree line to find some fallen branches and stuff.
Well, what exactly should I do?
Where is the nearest water source?
Right there. She points at the long river we've been following.
Well, are we still following the wrong
the wrong liver.
The wrong liver.
The wrong liver.
The wrong Oh my god, I need to have a bar now called the wrong liver. Thank you for that. That's
Well.
That sounds amazing.
actually, you're not following alongside a river. This is the coast itself. You're following the actual Sword Coast. That is the sea.
Oh, well, I point at that then.
I do not think that is drinkable.
Little bit of work, it will be.
Well, can you do that little bit of work?
That's a very good question. I think so.
Well, I will
If I
carry
thought about it hard enough, yeah, sure, why not? Never
I mean,
particularly tried to change seats. So.
Do not strain something. But there we go.
As you're kind of talking, a rather short, even for his species, halfling starts walking slightly south towards you. He's climbed down off of what is essentially a pony, and is heading towards the cart. He's kind of, as Alcrony is kind of sorting out the horses, this small guy kind of sneaks up to the side of the cart and like peers round it, looking at you. He's not being stealthy about this at all, and pretty much all of you can see him doing it.
Oh, okay.
You right there, love?
Oh, aye, yeah, fine. I'm okay.
Well, great.
He kind of,
Can we help you?
he just kind of, his head just kind of slides back behind the caravan again, like he's trying to pop out of sight and hide. Not doing a very good job of it.
Hey, Mia. I think he's got a crush on you.
Excuse me?
And besides, I'm probably no point in getting any of that water. How much do we need? Do we have anything empty?
I'm not entirely sure.
She shouts at the caravan guy. We got anything empty? Big barrel, maybe?
I'm sure someone does. Hi, yeah. Someone must have around here somewhere.
Well, you are exceptionally organised, sir.
I mean, I've got to be honest, I usually come with 2 caravans and a workforce, but they were sadly attacked by kobolds recently and it did not end well for them.
Yeah,
Ah. Well, that would explain.
that's pretty shit. Sorry.
It's one of the reasons I'm so glad to have you lot around, you know? Like,
I mean, not that I would have worried too much about the kobolds, but to know that you're not traveling with your usual supplies, that perhaps would have been nice to know.
I mean, that's a fair and astute point. And as he's kind of replying to you, another person has like straight up walked right over to you. Did I hear that you were after libations, my friends?
Who's this?
What you see is a relatively nicely dressed half-elf seems to have his own caravan slightly ahead of yours. That's where he came from. And he is smiling, like, warmly. He seems very, very pleasant. Just in a kind of purple waistcoat, almost like a bicorn hat. It's a very strange fashioned hat, and it has a feather in it.
Good evening, Master Sepulchre? Sekapol.
Sekapol, you've heard of me. Yes, that's my name. It's good to meet you all.
Well, it is little... I will admit, it is not so much that we have heard of you, but we knew that there was a person of your talents selling with a caravan of drink, and let's be honest, you have walked up to the least prepared caravan and offered said drink, so maybe you're hoping to make some money en route, no?
Haha, you've got me there. There's not much trade in moving alcohol, like from place to place. Pretty much everywhere seems to have their own supplies. But a caravan as big as this, got a long way to travel. I'm pretty sure I can make a few gold coins.
You
Well,
got an empty barrel.
What was that?
You got an empty barrel.
Oh, I will have an empty barrel once you purchase a barrel of ale, of course.
Yes, no, I was about to say, I do not think that he is carrying empties this early. However, I'm sure that Caliban will help.
Oh, right. How much a tankard? Oh, for a tankard, you'll only be looking for a couple of silver. It's good quality, though. Very good quality.
Let's be honest. How, if we do need a barrel at some point, how much for how do you measure these things? I do not wish to simply say barrel. A small.
Well, just
cask.
say barrel. How much for a barrel, love?
Oh, if you want a, would you like that tapped or would you like it sealed? How would you like this to? Are you keeping it? Are you planning to drink it straight away?
knowing the dwarf or anyone else of other persuasions, probably tapped.
I imagine the principle is that we will drink it, and then if we need something for water, we have water barrel.
No, that's not a bad suggestion. Aye, and I'll get down it, no problem. He kind of walks back over to his cart, and although he looks quite skinny, quite scrawny. Very, like I said, quite well dressed. He does not look muscly. However, he lifts a large barrel onto his shoulder and brings it over with no real problems. Sets it down just behind Alcrony's wagon, who is setting to work on the firewood you brought, trying to make sure that it lights using a proper flint box.
Oh.
Not doing too great.
Lady Mia, would you like to put the man out of his misery?
Well, we'll fit on the caravan when we're done tonight. Unless you're actually planning to drink it all tonight.
I mean, that sounds like a challenge.
Everything's a challenge to you, Caliban.
Aye, and we better not mention the drunk octopus. Oh, what am I doing? Oh my god! The dwarf's infected me!
She suddenly became
I
Scottish
mean,
for a
I don't know
moment.
why we're all talking like this.
Alright, lads. So, are we gonna fit on the caravan or not?
There is plenty of room for when I sat in the back that we can have a barrel, amongst other things.
Oh yeah, I mean we can totally just throw some of the fleeces over top of it. Like, it's not a problem.
Yeah. Why not?
You've also seen that money has exchanged hands as Caliban hands over 10 gold pieces for a barrel of ale.
This is what he gets for not being here.
Spend all his money.
Spending all his money on booze.
I mean, he
Well,
would have that
well,
if he
if you wait.
was here.
True.
Oh, dear.
Corin, can you make me a perception check, please? Sorry, can you make me a perception check, please, Corin? Can you hear me? Coo.
Who?
Oh, yes. Sorry, I didn't hear my name. Yes, perception.
That's okay. That's why I said it the other way around the second time, because I figured it had cut off the very beginning.
Also, is Alcrony still struggling with fire?
Oh yeah, he's literally down on his
Yeah,
knees
oh.
with with like flint and stone sticks. Yeah, come on, come on.
Okay, I kind of shoo him out of the way and light the fire.
Yay!
With a very small fireball.
Mia is very careful with her aim of her firebolt. A swish of her fingers and a small bit of enchantment, and the small pile of wood that Harlequin brought back bursts into flames.
I mean, I would have thought we kept some for later, but I can like more.
Oh, I didn't realise you didn't
I-
want to burn it all tonight. He says.
No, it's fine. I just simply wasn't so much that it was not for this night. It was more simply that one does not put all of their wood on a fire immediately and go, oh, yay, you save some for later.
Corin, you have noticed that the same very terribly hidden halfling is now watching you from behind one of the horses. As you can straight up see his legs beneath the horse's legs. He's peeking out from kind of behind the horse's tail. It's a terrifying place to be.
Is that just Corin that can see that?
Yeah, he's pretty close to Corin. That's why Corin is the only one who would have seen it.
Okay, I'm gonna walk over to him. And what are you doing?
Just having a look at what you've just bought there. Yeah, looks good. Interesting. Yeah, interesting.
Is there a reason you're molesting my horse?
Oh, I mean, molesting is such a strong word. I wasn't doing nothing. I was just looking at you and looking what you were doing, and that's a wonderful fire that the lady just made. The horned lady. He looks
Not horned.
Pretty nervous.
I'm a human!
In disguise.
My bad.
Through magic.
My apologies.
I'm a human!
Yeah, that was
Everyone's
impressive.
dressed down.
I keep forgetting that you're all disguised up.
Everyone but Lily.
Yeah, I have no reason to be disguised.
No, you're messing it up.
This human skin is my disguise.
God. I do it. She's a dragon. Well, in that case, why don't you come join us by the fire and have a chat with us?
He looks like you can see his face kind of goes a bit paler, a little bit worried as he kind of steps out from behind the horse, and you've got essentially a quintessential kind of hobbit-looking creature in front of you now. He is very, very stereotypical in kind of a shabby, kind of greyish, possibly used to be white tunic that goes down almost past his knees. Some 3/4 length black trousers and a green cloak over his shoulders. He's not wearing any shoes, and honestly, Corin, the sight of him is almost disappointing to you, as fancy as you are.
That's insulting to me. Not that I look fancy right now.
No, but like this is like so.
Don't worry, she doesn't bite. She prefers her meals with a bit more meat on them. Come join us.
She eats people. You say she eats
dragons.
people?
No, I won't say that.
She eats dragons.
Normally horses.
Oh, that's why you've got so many with you. He kind of wanders over a little bit, looking incredibly sheepish and nervous. Hello, everyone.
What's your name, friend?
Oh, hey, you brought the little one back.
Indeed, he seemed to be watching us anyway.
I'm just curious. My name's Lostvius.
I would like to roll an insight on his curious, please.
By all means, roll me an insight check. I really want to do an in-person D&D game again soon. I miss rolling dice. I'm going to roll some extra.
Well.
To Lofty? Yeah, no. He seems to be... He's just a curious fellow. He's very interested in you all. That's all. You're a very strange group. You don't seem to be merchants. He's just interested in what you're doing.
I'm going to collect enough firewood to keep the fire going for the evening, and ideally, because I don't know where the next stop is, enough to bundle up in the back of the wagon for another night.
That's fair. Roll me a survival check, please.
Survival? I have no idea what the fuck that is. That's not too bad.
Caliban has proceeded to start just drinking tankard after tankard.
Righto.
That'll do. Fine. You managed to find a fair amount of wood. There's a lot of wood that seems to have fallen here and has dried up quite nicely. You make no issues grabbing a whole bunch of it. And actually you end up finding a small bundle under one of the trees that seems to be a wrap of some kind wrapped around some tools.
Well, this is intriguing. I'm gonna... Is it look around? Is there anyone watching where I am at the moment?
Throw me a perception. Oh, actually, ignore that. If you're trying to do this stealthily, roll me a sleight of hand. If you're looking at it quietly and carefully. I mean, yeah.
I am undoing bundle.
Everyone.
Well done.
He kind of almost seems to drop this bundle. There's a little bit of a clatter, but as you unravel the bundle, Harlequin, you find 3 sets of thieves' tools.
What tools? Sorry.
Thieves' tools.
You keep coming out for the first word. It keeps coming back with just tools.
I'm really
Thieves'
sorry.
tools.
It is thieves' tools.
Oh.
Steely things.
Yeah.
To be fair, I thought you were saying wolves.
I thought you said bundle.
Fucking wolf.
I was like, how are they
Wolves.
bundled up? That's amazing.
Micro wolves.
God damn it.
I'm gonna bundle up the wood, and I'm gonna leave the tools there,
Okay.
as if I haven't even noticed they were there.
Fair enough. So, to be fair, you'll notice as you're kind of heading back, Lostvius and anyone else who is potentially interested by this are kind of staring towards where you came from. They could definitely see you messing with something, but you put it back now.
Well, I went for this wood. I do not understand what the little picks are for. I have not been to the dentist in quite some time, but they look similar.
You found dentist tools. That's really weird out in the middle of a woods. That's a really strange thing to have out here.
Yeah, yes, it is. They are not mine. I am not going to attempt to take them. Perhaps left by a previous caravan.
Oh. They were left out there in the woods. There's no reason for you not to take them.
Well, I do not know what.
Could be useful.
I do not know what they are or why I would need them.
Go take a look.
By all
I'm
means.
gonna go check out the tools.
Okie dokie. Corin, you find a bundle of thieves' tools that has been put back very carefully, but was hastily pushed back into their pouches in this bundle.
I'm just gonna pick them all up and carry them back to the fire very openly.
I mean, Master Corin, did I not just say that they do not belong to us?
I don't know, but somebody hid them there for some reason. I'd like them to come find us if they want to get them back.
As it gets closer, I'll kind of whisper, and immediately I know that the long nose will, Losius will hear this. Sorry. Yeah, you are right. They could come to us, or we could have just left them there, and someone could, in fact, gone to pick them up, and that would have been just as easy. But no, let's make a big deal of this.
Oh, I don't plan to stay awake all night. It's not my style.
Well,
I mean, sure.
No, you can't blame him for that. I certainly wouldn't want to be doing that either. And I doubt your dwarf friend is going to be staying up very long, Bade says.
well, I hate to break up this beautiful little love nest you two got going on, but we've got a guest. So, what are you in this caravan here for, Losfius?
Firstly, thank you very much for that resubscription, Phil. That's really appreciated. And yeah, everyone in the chat, you should be getting some love and hype going now, or some exclamation mark sub hype, because that's the way we roll. Losfius turns
sun hype.
Sun hype. Don't. Wait, why? Just call me out right on the stream. God damn it.
We're on his own.
That'd be dead.
Sun hype is what happens when you praise the sun, because we don't get enough of it in this country. Praise the sun. But yes, Losfius looks at you, and he seems very, he's very skittish. He looks up at you. And says, "Oh, me? I'm just travelling north. Wanted to do it safely. This seemed like a pretty safe way to go. Haven't even got a caravan. I've got a little horse."
Am I allowed to incite him again, or do I have no reason to do so?
If you're inciting a different thing, by all means, yeah, go ahead. It's a different subject, so by all means. Just a whole different role. Rolls
Yay! 2 extra!
a 7.
I rolled higher than 1!
Woo!
Lily, Corin, you both seem to think he's pretty on the level with this. He just seems to be really nervous, and this is a good group of people to travel with, maybe. You will also notice that you have heard his name before. Obviously, you knew the people that were coming with you. He has not mentioned his full name yet, but his actual
But we already knew that there would be a halfling called Losfius.
Losfius Longnose, yes, but his nose doesn't seem particularly big. It's really weird. It's obviously something that was given to him for something else. His nose, I mean, it's maybe slightly bigger than Corin's, but not like abnormally so.
And what about his nose?
Wow.
Better perception roll than I did.
But, yeah, I just wanted to head up to Waterdeep and not be attacked on the way, that's all.
Aye? Seems fair enough.
What are you going to do at Waterdeep?
I'm looking for work, actually. I've been fired from my last job, and I need to find something else to do.
Oh, fired? What'd you get fired for?
It was less of me that was the problem, and more of the fact that the establishment I was working in shut down.
Well, then you weren't fired, were ya?
Well, it felt like firing. I've got to be honest. I mean, there are other branches of the same place, but ours got shut down, and I had to leave.
Oh yeah, what place was that?
I'm sorry. What place? That was a place called Fandolin.
Aye, and what got shut down?
There was like a small shop that I used to work in. I didn't do a whole lot. I mean, I didn't start there very long before it ended up actually closing. But I was working there for a short time, and we lost it.
Aye, that sounds harsh.
What kind of shop was it?
It was just like a general goods store. I mean, it's nothing special, but yeah, it was it mostly did provisions for people going out on long trips, like.
Yeah, I hate when those little places close down, the independence and the like.
Yeah, no, I'm calling bullshit now. Insight?
Yeah.
By all means.
Jesus Christ!
Yeah,
He seems legitimately honest.
How the hell are we doing this?
Yeah, no,
Mia
I'm gonna
doesn't
do the
have
thing
to-
too.
Shit.
Because
By all means.
You've been there.
Yeah, you have
Yeah.
been there.
You've got a legitimate
I
reason
have.
compared to me.
Hey, better!
We rolled above a 5!
Mia, although he doesn't seem to be telling a full lie, he's definitely working in half truths here. Something is not. He's hiding something. But yeah, I didn't work there for very long. But you know, it got shut down, and I'm pretty sure there's other franchises around, but clearly this one wasn't doing too great.
So whose caravan are you with, good sir?
Oh, I'm not. I'm just on a little pony up there.
So you're traveling alone?
I mean, alone in one way, but surrounded by people in another way. Look at all of you.
Worked in a general store before. Do you have any skills in cooking or foraging or fighting?
Like,
I mean, I was quite good at shelf stacking, but generally, what I was good at was, you know, I think I'm stronger than I look. I was carrying things. Carrying things is my thing. Before this, I worked on some docks for a little bit, and yeah, that's how I tend to earn my trade.
Can I just look at him for a second? He said he's good at carrying things, but you've described him as quite a meek person. Am I right into thinking that he's quite a weak-looking guy?
It's difficult for you to tell. He's a halfling, and halflings aren't generally thought of as being brawny in any way, shape, or form. But he doesn't look like you'd expect someone who was strong to be. So yeah, not entirely.
Yeah, no offence, Litlin, but you don't really seem the type to be able to carry all that much.
Oh,
I mean, now I'm the carrying type.
I can understand that, but you know, that's just me. Are you very strong? You don't look particularly strong.
Ain't he a cutie?
no, he's not.
Wow.
I'm sorry, young man, a young individual. It is simply, we have already had one set of people try to take our jobs from here in less than 24 hours. And now you are hanging around as if you have nothing better to do with your time. I'm wondering if there is anything we can help you with specifically. Or is it just your intention to loiter?
Oh, I mean, I guess I mean, loiter isn't how I'd put it. I was just curious about the other people. And there's a lot of
Go
us.
be curious elsewhere.
Oh, all right. Yeah, I understand. And he kind of gets up and starts.
Boo hoo hoo. No, go be
Shuffling
curious
away.
elsewhere.
And he does. He kind of shuffles his way over, up past his horse, and kind of settles down around this rock up here. Just kind of sits down.
He's here with no ties. He's here with no vested interest other than I know not of what. Is that really someone we want hanging around our caravan, considering the job that we have to do whilst we're here?
Well, the more silly people we have around, the less they'll be looking at us, I guess.
He strikes me as the kind that would collect trouble, not remove it.
I suppose.
Oh, eh? What gives you that impression?
He, first of all, did not approach us openly. He approached the caravan, and it was only when you dragged him over that he actually did come over. That could simply mean that he is a coward. However, even a coward, you would wonder why they're traveling on a caravan of this, alone with no friends. Which implies that he's not a coward. I simply think that I do not know. He sits. It sits poorly with me.
There's something not quite right with his story either.
Oh,
What
eh?
he told us about Fangolin.
So what's the part that's been missed out, eh, little one?
Oh no, I think he's buggered off.
Little one?
Yeah, he gone.
Oh.
I told him to bugger off, and he has buggered off.
Yeah,
Hey, I knew he was little, but I didn't think he was that little.
yeah, no, he walked off and sat down by this rock up here, on his own in the dark because he was told to.
Because he has no friend.
He was told to piss off.
Because Quinn was mean to him.
Oh yes, I am a big bad meanie.
I think
As we
Toby
tried
was
to-
nicer.
I do not know who this Toby is. Nor do I care. Simply put, though, we are here to guard a caravan, and we also have. And I'll glance around and make sure that. Where is our master of furs?
He's been just sat with you guys around the fire, listening to all of this.
Oh.
Just absolutely
Yeah.
silently, just not caring.
See, we are guarding this gentleman's caravan, and then, we have jobs to do when we get to the other end. Can you honestly see that fellow would be of no benefit? If he could be, then by all means tell me, and I will go make my apologies.
Well, there's that old adage that you should always keep what's not right close, something like that. I don't know. Either way, if he's apparently hiding stuff, you should probably keep him around till you know what he's hiding.
There is that. Or we could simply... I do not know. I take it would be remiss if his corpse was found tomorrow morning.
I mean, best way to see if an adder's going to bite you is to keep your eyes on it.
Or cut the head off the adder to make sure that it has no opportunity to do so.
No, that's not very nice.
You didn't ask for nice.
Aye, but I didn't ask for evil either.
We kind of need to be nice for now. In fact, it would be nice if we could be as social as possible at the beginning.
By all means, and we have bought ale, and we have talked to the good elf, and we are... But he has no links to any of the other caravans here. If I am wrong, and I apologize if I am, then bring him back over.
Well, he was important enough to be put on the list.
Remember, this is if you... Nat should in self ask you a question. He states that he's not traveling with the caravan directly, that he's simply here with his horse, and he is here. Then why is he on the list?
Exactly. And to get to the bottom of that, we could try getting
Oh,
him.
fine, then... And I'm kind of almost at whisper, then loudly berate me for my rudeness and bring him back over.
Aye. Oi, midget!
Oh, God.
I love the fact that I claimed that I was the rude one, and yet...
He said he was sorry, you can come back.
It's all right. Honestly, I'm just going to do a bit of a wander of the caravan. I'll be back later. Yes, I'll be back later. And he kind of walks off around the rock and to the north, towards some of the other caravans.
I thought you said he didn't have a caravan.
No, towards
The
other
caravan in general.
caravans. There are lots of caravans here.
Do you think that we should perhaps see what he is up to?
Well, you're the stealthy type, aren't you?
Not really. If you give me but a moment, and I will step back into my wagon. I will recast Mask of Many Faces.
Mm-hmm.
And I will step out looking like generic wagon hand number 1.
Yep, that's real.
And then I will go about collecting firewood slightly further north from where we were previously, in an attempt to keep an eye on him.
That's fair. Roll me a
So
perception.
yeah, you lot will see me step in the caravan looking in my normal armour, with my normal face, and then step out looking like something that's entirely different.
Please roll me a perception check as you go and collect more firewood.
Perception.
Disgrace.
What was
Wow.
that?
He's
I was doing a Lion King too.
That is appalling. I'm glad I'm getting them out of the way now.
That is true. It's better to do him now than elsewhere. Losvius seems to... I mean, you can see him kind of wander off north. He kind of disappears between these two caravans, one of which has a gargoyle perched on top. And he becomes difficult to see after that.
Cool. I'm just going to carry on my job of collecting more firewood, and then
It's fair.
see if he re-emerges.
You can see a few more people starting to emerge from their caravans now. There what seems to be an elf. There's what seems to be a few different humans. There seems to be a small gnome that gets out of the caravan with a rather tall, very quiet person. There's a few different people around, and you'll notice that there are several very plain-looking people around. Like, if you had them in a crowd, you could not pick them out. Just standard people coming out of caravans that you are aware were marked as cultists ones.
Yep. Oh, in which case, I'm not going to get close, because I'm not a Muppet. But I am going to walk up towards... try to get a reasonable line of sight on caravans 2 and 3.
Okie dokie. Yeah, that shouldn't be too much of a problem. Are you being stealthy about this, or are you just kind of...
No, I'm wandering the tree line. As I say, I look like Joe Public, so...
That's fair. Yep, that's fine. Caravan 2 and 3 seem to have had a couple of people get out of Caravan 2, 4 people get out of Caravan 3, and they're just kind of milling about, doing the same kind of things, pouring drinks, setting up some small, stools made out of,
The really decadent one.
Oh yes, that's number 3.
Anyone got out of that one?
4 people. 4 what seems to be very standard-looking people.
I will take my time, but I'll eventually wander back.
I mean, do these people look like generic, caravan hand number 1?
You are nowhere near where he is. So are you?
I know, I'm
asking
making
about...
a joke.
Okay, they look very similar, but yeah, they do look very very much bog standard NPC number 3. But these are all these. I mean, if your information is correct, these should all be cultists.
Yeah, but oddly enough, no one is wearing
No.
Hello, I'm a cult. Hello, ask me about my cult badge.
He says that because we saw one of those this weekend. Fucking Carl. But yeah, so again, you can see a lot of interesting people, but nothing that seems out of the ordinary. And then you can see as you start heading back, there are 2 men who seem to be wildly gesticulating at each other, which put into a sentence sounds worse than it actually is. But yeah, there are 2 men moving their hands. It almost looks like arcane incantations are going on, but no speaking is happening and no spells are happening.
Oh. I'm going to try and get a bit closer and find out what the hell that nonsense is.
You can indeed. Roll me investigation.
Ugh. Let's just fucking roll over. 4.
And the rest of you, what are you up to at the moment while Harlequin is rolling? Corin? Mia?
In my vial.
You playing your viola? Okay, that's fine. What are you up to, Mia?
Oh, isn't that lovely?
I'm enjoying a beer by the fire.
That's fair too. Lily?
I might go have a chat with some horses.
That is absolutely fine
As
too.
the druid does.
That is absolutely fine
I love
too.
the fact that technically that's a legitimate option. Yeah.
It is a legitimate option. And do feel free, guys, even while we're doing other things, if you want to just chat to each other and stuff, that's fine. Let's get some backstories out and talking about and stuff if you feel comfortable doing
Backstory,
so.
sod that nonsense.
Nobody needs to know mine.
Corin is setting the mood with a couple of smooth jams. That's fair too. Harlequin, you can see that the gesticulation that's going on seems to be some form of communication between the two of them. It's not something that is very commonly seen or used, but it seems that one is making several symbols with his hand, the other one is replying with similar kind of things. This is essentially kind of an archaic version of sign language.
Okay. Does it... Oh no, don't worry. Okay.
Okay.
I'm trying to take a note of the two gentlemen in question.
Mm-hmm.
Do they appear to be human?
It very much looks like they are moon elves.
Oh, okay.
Like the both of them look quite similar. One is slightly taller than the other, but they both have quite beautiful blonde hair. They're they're signing back and forth to each other, and they have these kind of loose sleeved, quite beautiful looking, almost silken tunics that they're wearing. Very well decorated belts around their waists. They don't seem to be like incredibly rich, but they seem to very much pick carefully what they're wearing.
Cool. No, I am gonna take note of that and then head back
Okie dokie.
with my now abundant, ridiculous amount of firewood.
as he's just been collecting firewood this whole time, trying to pay attention to people, he's ended up with ridiculous amounts. But it means you probably won't have to do this for the next few times. So,
And yeah, when I go to put it in the wagon, I will then come back out in my normal guise. Sir, I lost track of your little friend. I saw the caravans that we were looking at, you know, the really pretty caravan up front, and the one we thought there might have been a dignitary for, but I cannot see anybody. Obviously, it's not our place to check. And I saw two gentlemen who were effectively talking to each other with their hands. It was interesting.
Aye.
Yeah, no, you were saying when we were signing off for this that there was one of the, I believe one of the gentlemen had a brother who was mute, and I wondered if it was them.
Well, most likely, isn't it?
It takes off. But yes, we have a very mixed group of people here. It is good. How are you finding this caravan, good sir? And that's to our clearly bored and illustrious leader.
he's kind of
Yeah.
No, I mean
Hey!
the master.
he's kind of
I mean,
halfway.
I
I'm
look
furry.
forward to you.
He's like halfway through a drink when you talk to him. He's just going, me? Oh yeah, it's pretty standard. Yeah, these we get these kind of caravans all the time. There's always a weird mix of people in them. Like you get all types having to go up north, and it's better for everyone to stick together than to go individually.
We could not have noticed that there is a very how do you say, a decadent caravan up at the front. Is it natural for some dignitaries to be travelling, or?
He kind of starts turning around, trying to see what you're talking about. Doesn't really notice, but you know, we get a few of them. Sometimes noble people like to travel with us. Sometimes they use it as an opportunity to what did they call it? Slum it. They said when they were hanging out with us before, they were drinking with us, said our ale was shit, but they were slumming it. So we do get them sometimes. It's not like the rarest of things.
Ah, fair enough. Does it occasionally cause more trouble with bandit?
Oh yeah, we've always.
I mean, the rich picking.
Yeah, all the time. Whenever we've got anyone like that are very obviously rich, we tend to get more problems with bandits. Yeah.
Good to know. We shall keep an eye out. Yes.
That's a good plan. That's a good plan. Especially, you know, I mean, clearly my caravan's quite at risk with all. Like, my furs are quite costly.
I imagine, you know, they're worth their weight in fur.
Well, you're not wrong.
Well, that was that conversation.
Well, if you lot don't mind, I'm going to get a bit of an early night and head to bed.
You are, as they say, the boss? Boss?
Aye. Night.
Right. Sleep well when you go. And he kind of climbs into the wagon.
Can I go talk to the horses?
By all means. Go talk to the
Okay.
horses.
I head up to my horse. To the horses on our carriage.
Are you heading up to the horses at the front of the carriage or the horses that you were riding on?
The horses at the front of the carriage that's pulling us.
Okay.
Because they're basically alongside the other caravan.
They are indeed. And just behind Losvius' pony.
And I'm gonna sit there and check all of the reins and stuff that they've got and be all like, alright, love. I also want to mention that I've cast Speak with Animals, which lasts for 10 minutes.
Okay, that's fine.
Alright, love. How's it going?
Speak with animals, their knowledge and awareness of the beast is limited by their intelligence. Okay. Hi. Yeah, things are okay.
That's good. What you been looking at recently? Anything good happen?
No, it's a lot of trying to avoid the shit from the horses in front of us.
Aye, aye. What have the, non-horses been doing?
The non-horses?
Yeah, anything that's not an horse.
Oh, well, the little one that you were just talking to has been around everybody's caravans.
It's been what, sorry?
Like sneaking around other people's caravans.
Aye, that's a bit suspicious, isn't it?
Yeah, that's fair.
What about this caravan next to you? How's that been doing? What's that been up to?
I don't like him.
You don't like him?
I don't like him at all.
What's he do?
He doesn't look after his horses.
Oh, that's nasty. What does he do to the horses?
He just doesn't look after them properly.
Is he cruel? Does he use like a weapon or anything?
No, he doesn't hurt them. I've seen some people that do that, but he doesn't look after them.
Aye, aye. I'll go see if they're alright, yay? And you let me know if any of these, non-human, non-horses, do anything odd. You know?
Okay.
Other than just, minding their own business.
I can do that, yeah.
Good. and then I head over to the nearest horse that he says isn't looked after.
So probably this one?
Yeah, pretty much.
I'm going to scroll up a little bit on this. Can you move yourself to where you are? That would help. Especially for the people at home. That would be good, thank you. And again, anyone who's sitting around the fire, feel free to roleplay chatting and stuff if you want to.
I'm busy listening to Eeyore.
Best horse.
That is also fair. But yeah, Lily, he was very clearly talking about these 4 horses here, which is the carriage that's got all of the booze inside it, the one that you were originally supposed to be travelling in.
Hey, Yap.
Ah, hello? Yeah, what?
My mate over there says you ain't being looked after. You all right?
What, mate? What are you talking about? I didn't say anything to anyone. This is coming.
Hey, chill out. He can't understand us. Can he?
I don't know. I didn't think you could understand me, but here you are.
That's right. Chill out, mate. I'm a buddy.
Okay. Prove it.
Let's see what I got in my pocket.
Lint. Just lots and lots of lint.
I have more than lint in my pocket, thank you very much. I have some rations, so can I get out a carrot if there is a carrot in my rations?
Yeah, okay.
I'm a vegetarian after all.
I was going to say you've got vegetarian rations.
I'll give some to the horse.
He looks at it suspiciously, looks up at you, and then, like, almost takes your hand off with how quickly he starts just gom, 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 like, chomping it away.
Oh, yeah. You're not feeding you, right?
Oh, he doesn't feed us very often. You'll notice that
yes.
all 4 of them aren't looking great. Like, their manes clearly haven't been brushed in some time. They've got quite a lot of, like, what looks to be bug bites on them. The gear itself as well, like, the leather harnesses and stuff have been rubbing at them a fair bit. So it doesn't look like he's doing anything to physically hurt them, but he's not making them feel very looked after.
Oh, I'm sorry, mate. Looks like your owner don't know how to look after you, eh?
Oh, he's never been very good at it. Not that I'd say anything bad about him, of course. No,
Why? It's all right. You can tell me.
I mean,
Does she normally do this? One that often speak to the horses with the people that you travel.
I must admit, this is the first time that I've seen her do it. But we haven't been traveling together for very long.
No? Okay.
I mean,
Well,
I don't think he's a bad human. I don't think he's done anything particularly bad. He seems like he's a nice person. Everyone seems to like him and is friendly with him. But when you look at some of the other ones, like some of the ones up front, they're so beautiful and they're shiny and they don't seem to be moving around in pain a lot. And yeah,
I'll see what I can do. Don't worry, I won't tell him you said anything.
oh,
But in return, if you could just keep an eye out, and just tell your horsey friends to keep an eye out for me, and if anything, suspicious happens, or odd, let me know. Just pass it back down the horses.
oh, okay. Yeah, we can do that. Right, lads. The other 3 horses are all kind of quite skittish as well. Oh, yeah, we can do that. Oh, yeah, definitely.
I then go and knock on the guy's caravan. I want to talk to him.
Where is she going now?
I have no idea.
The back of the caravan kind of creaks open, and you see like a small stepladder be kicked out of it, so that it kind of steps down. And Bade walks down, holding a silver tankard. Well, you're back already. I wasn't expecting you so soon.
Hey, but it ain't about your booze. Your booze is fine. You're alright. You having a good evening in there?
I'm just relaxing a little bit. It's been a long journey. Like I said, I I don't usually do this kind of thing, but I thought with a caravan this big, people are going to need the booze.
Aye, it shows you don't. Your horses are a bit tired. You ever looked after horses before?
Well, I mean, these horses seem to be. I mean, they've done me really well so far. I don't know what you're saying.
I'm just saying, you seem like a man who knows his money, and he knows his profit, and he knows what he has to put money into to make money. You get what I'm saying?
I'd like to think so, yeah. And he flashes you a very charming smile.
Well, a man who knows his money knows he's got to put a little bit of money in his horses. Otherwise, his horse ain't going to last him. Horses are expensive. You put a little bit of gold, make sure they're brushed, watered, fed, and that their harnesses ain't hurting them. They'll last you a lot longer, at least twice as long as what they're going to last you right now. You keep them going like that, you won't make the rest of the caravan journey.
I'm trying to understand if you're being really helpful or if you're being really threatening.
I'm trying to come across as threatening. Can I please roll something? Not
Roll
threatening,
me.
sorry. Ooh! No, I'm trying to come
I was gonna
across
say.
as friendly. Sorry, you said threatening last and I said threatening back. Friendly and helpful. Like I'm really invested in his corner here, and I want to actually see his caravan make it to the end.
Roll me a persuasion.
Ignore that. That was a perception. Wrong button.
But it's a shame. It's a pretty good.
Oh, for the love of pants! Aww.
Well,
I wasted my good roll.
that seems like a fair and astute point. I definitely do know where money goes, and I'll definitely think about it.
And he'll what?
And I'll definitely think about it. Yeah.
Oh, that's fair. Well, if you needed someone to help you look after them, I wouldn't mind showing you how it's done.
I mean, well, by all means, if you want to like take a look at them, you're always free to. I definitely don't want them hurting or anything.
I guess alright. Just because I'm nice and I do have a soft spot for the animals, you know.
That's a good way to be. I think that's a great idea. If you could have a look at them, let me know, like, just whatever it takes to get them happier. Yeah, that'll be great.
Hey, thanks very much. I do, as a note, Lily probably knows he's doing it because she's offering to do it for free, so... But she doesn't really mind because it means she gets to talk to the horses.
He's absolutely fine with that. This seems to be pretty genuine. As long as he doesn't have to do it and he doesn't have to invest money in it, he's down for you to help them.
All right then. I'm gonna head back to the caravan that I'm in.
Cool.
First, I'm gonna head back to the horse. The hurt horses, and I'm
Yep.
going to tell them while with the last few minutes left of my talk to animals.
Mm-hmm.
All right, loves. I'm just going to go get some bits, and I'm going to clean you up. And I won't be able to talk to you for a little bit, so you're just going to have to hold off till morning to have a chat. Yeah.
Okay. Are we still allowed to talk to each other?
Oh yeah, no, totally. Keep talking to each other, and just get any information on anybody you see doing anything odd. Let me know. Pass it back to the horses on my caravan. I'll talk to him tomorrow. Yeah.
Okay, that sounds like a good plan. Yep, that's fine. Yeah.
I'm then going to head back to my caravan and ask where he keeps his horse cleaning and grooming supplies, because he's got to have them.
Gone to bed.
Yeah, he's already gone to sleep.
Then I'm going to search the caravan for them.
He's asleep in the caravan.
I don't care.
You open up the
There are horses at stake.
you open up the caravan, and like on one of the piles of furs, you can see him already kind of drifting into a bit of a sleep. Alcuin is
Hiya,
kind of
love.
lying there.
Looking for your horse cleaning supplies. Figured
Oh,
I'd do a bit of
oh.
grooming.
Oh, come on. Oh, we need sleep. What did you need? What?
Horse grooming supplies. Need to look after your horses.
What? I don't do that a whole lot. I mean, I've got some fur brushes that could be useful. Not brushes
No.
made of fur. Brushes designed to brush fur.
Aye, you got anything for short hairs?
I mean, yeah, I've got some brushes for short hairs. I usually brush them down before I take them into the shops.
That'll do. All right, I'll just take the brush. Thanks, love. Bye.
He starts digging around. He starts digging around under some furs to get you the brush, and as he does, like a deer's head falls down next to you.
I'm gonna cringe. Take the brushes and get the hell out of there.
Poor Lily.
But yeah, you've got some brushes that would work well on horses.
Sweet. I then spend the next while tidying up the horses, both mine and theirs.
Okay, it's gonna take you a good 4 hours to do that. Might cut into your sleeping.
What time of night is it roughly already?
What kind of horses are these?
These are all like really large kind of pack horses, apart from your one, which is more of a riding
fine.
horse.
It's a labour of bloody love right now.
What time of night is? It's about 11 o'clock in the evening.
I will watch Lily. When I say watch Lily, I will stand where Lily she does the first couple to get an idea of what the hell she's actually doing, and then if there's a spare brush, I'll volunteer to help.
Boop, boop.
Okay. Yep, that's not a problem. In that case, after she's done the first one or two, you offer to help, and that'll cut the time kind of in half, basically. So,
yeah.
In that
Fine.
case, with you both doing it, that means you won't suffer any exhaustion penalties because you'll have your full long rest tonight.
Sweet.
There is a lot of there's a lot of other horses kind of stamping their hooves and kind of whipping their manes a little bit.
Then I'll be feeding them rations.
We are
not the ones that are whipping, just the ones I'm cleaning.
I was about to say we are not going to clean the entire caravan.
I know, love. Just these ones.
I can understand ours, and I can understand apparently for some reason we are doing free labour for the gentleman over there, but...
Hey, you don't have to do it. You join me.
Well, it is that or you're awake, Holly. At least this way we'll keep watch to begin with. And then we can kick the others awake, and they can do watch later.
Aye, that's fair. Besides, these ones aren't very happy. I point out a few of the saw marks from the stuff, and then can I readjust the stuff that's on them so it fits better in some way, so it doesn't rub as much?
You can start to, yeah, sure. It would need some gentle care. You'll realise that. You know what? Make me a nature check.
Okie doke. I ended up clicking it twice. Apologies. But I still rolled better than one.
That's fine. Essentially, you've got that. The best you can do for them right now is kind of look after. It's like kind of readjust the harnesses and stuff a little bit. But realistically, they're going to need some kind of ointment that you just don't have here.
That's fine. If there's any straps that are broken or anything, I use mend to fix them.
There were actually a few. There were a few straps that were maybe rubbing a bit more because the edges of them had become frayed and things like that, and you fixed them up. So they seem a little bit tighter, a little bit more secure, and probably will cause them a lot less pain.
Okay, once the horses feel a lot better, I then go to bed.
That's cool. Would anyone else like to do anything else before bed?
No for me.
I choose to kick Corin awake to do the next watch.
I guess I'd do that.
Corin is kicked awake and he doesn't react at all. Come on, Corin.
No, he did. He said he chooses to do the next watch.
Okay. So Corin gets up to do the next watch. You'll probably need one more person to do watch after that if you want another watch. Does anyone volunteer? You'll all still get your long rest.
I'll get up early. It's fine.
Okay.
I was going to say, that's silly. Why didn't you just nominate Caliban?
Yeah. He's
gonna sleep for hours.
Yeah, he's like drank an entire barrel of beer.
That barrel is nearly empty by the time you guys go to bed. Caliban doesn't get comfortable or anything. He is literally slumped against the barrel, snoring loudly. Racism. Sorry, what? Okay,
heard.
so Mia's taking the third watch of the night. Mia, can you roll me a perception check, please?
I suppose I can. Yeah. Good one thing. It is one of those. I see nothing.
Your watch passes quite peacefully. Everyone's fine. You will get a long rest and are fully recovered in the morning when you head off. I need a forest day one.
Whoop.
Really. I need a forest day ambient noise. Attack on the forest town? No, that's not going to work. Town at night? God damn it! All my things are for nighttime. Oh well. I guess I'll just leave this going as it is. Okay, you all wake up in the morning fully refreshed. There's a few people kind of passing around some rations and stuff. And you guys bought plenty of your own a few days ago. So they're stored safely in the caravan. Alcrony didn't mind making space for it. And obviously your horses have saddlebags too that you are welcome to store things in. You'll notice that, in fact, actually, could everyone roll me a perception check?
Oh, Lord.
Do you want me to roll another one?
Yes, please. This is a new thing and a new time of day.
Okay, that's a new thing.
This is a very
It's a new
specific
dawn, it's a new day.
It's a new life.
God damn it.
Did you say perception check?
Yes, please. And for anyone who wants to roll it. Okay.
Yay, it's not a 1.
I suppose Caliban's not going to roll one because he's pretty hungover. Even with his dwarven constitution.
We are doing appallingly.
These rolls have been pretty rough. So with that, you'll be like Alcony tells you that you're about to head into the Fields of the Dead. The name is pretty. It doesn't mean it's a necessarily bad area. It tends to be because there was a massive battle here once upon a time, and there were lots of dead bodies just kind of interred here. They just kind of stayed in this kind of marshy area. There's rumours of haunting, but nothing that people take massively seriously. And with that, I think we'll have a 5-minute break as we set off on day 2.
Oh, fair enough.
Cool. And
Wait.
so for everyone at home, I will talk to you in about 5 minutes. I'm gonna mute the group chat so they can keep talking and stuff while I head off and do the thing. So yeah, 5 minutes. BRB, lovely people. There's an SJ here. Hello, wonderful people. I am back. I did a thing. I don't think all of Team Creative Condiments are back and ready to rock yet, but I thought I'd come in and chat to you for a little bit. And I'll unmute the background noise. There we go. We've got some background noise to go with now. So yeah, and yeah, so yeah, that's a thing. We're gonna get ready to get them back in here. But yeah, I hope you're doing okay. I hope you're enjoying it so far. This is a very big bit of character building and letting them know the people they're going to be traveling with for quite some time. So yeah, there are yeah. What you all been up to? I should probably do. I might do another raffle because I like raffles. It's a little raffle, tiny raffle. I've been doing a few things here and there. That's good, Vamtron. It's good to see you in here, dude. I'm sorry I didn't get to say proper hello earlier, but I thought it pretty hard. Mostly, I just hope you're all going good. Yeah, and Phil's the one who won it. Of course he is. Of course he is. Oh, you just got here? Okay, good. I didn't miss you then. Like, I thought you posted earlier, and I was like, oh no, I gotta get time to say hello. But currently, we're still waiting for Ku, and we're still waiting for Ree. So you missed me. I was in a meeting until about 40 minutes ago. Oh, meetings suck. Meetings suck so bad. Perry isn't here because she's making dinner. That's fine. Perry's allowed to do that. Maybe I came back too early. Maybe we should jump back into chat and see what happens. What's she making us? I hope she... I mean, is she still in the maid costume? That's the important thing to ask about your wife. Bum, 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 bum. I won't say as it's not fair to SJ and his diet. No, please do. Say something. Talk about food as much as you want. One of the things I need to do while on this milk diet is get used to it. I need to totally get used to people talking about food and having lovely food. SJ had to hear me attempt to sing. You sang well. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about. Like, what? I can't type. My eyes are itchy and bothering me. Oh no. She's always in the costume. It's Silver's request. That's fair. Can we back up a sec and talk about how SJ thought about Vamtruck really, really hard? Because not gonna lie, I'd like that. God damn it, Doodles. I missed that entirely. Remember you asked for it. Dinner is deep dish pizza with Italian sausage, green pepper and onions. Oh, that sounds amazing. Alright, I'm going to jump into chat and see how this goes. I hope everyone's back and ready to rock. We will find out very shortly. So, do we have people back in chat yet? Because Ku's still muted and Ree's still deafened. Hello?
I'm here.
Yay, Cody's here.
Hi.
Yay. This is good. I got a Cody. That's it so far. We'll get there. We'll get there eventually.
Well, Ree's been making the mods tea, apparently.
If folks are talking, I can't hear them.
That's
Ree,
because you're deafened, sweetness.
You've got deafened on.
We're deaf.
I'm pretty sure she's the one who did it too. Hello, vegan brownies, and hello, Kai. How are you doing? Sorry, just chatting to people in the chat now. Rhea, you back now? Maybe not. Maybe Rhea can't hear at all.
Was I deafened, was I?
You were deafened.
You was.
Well, that just makes me feel silly.
Mm-hmm.
Could be worse. I've just been shouting at you all for the last 5 minutes, and I'm muted.
But to be fair, it didn't say muted on Discord, so you must have been muted somewhere else.
Yeah, it's on my headset. So I was like going, we're all telling Rhea that she's deafened, but she can't hear us because she's deafened. And then I'm like, why is my name not lighting up? Oh, wait. Yeah, I very rarely get to check this chat room. So the one when you say we all back, I generally just sit here and I've been here for the whole time. Admittedly muted.
Oh.
It's only your brother that can't be trusted.
Yeah, I don't know about Koo, because he's listed as muted, and I don't know if he's meaning to be, or if he's back, or if the dogs had to do a thing and he's had to run away,
Or, you know, he's trapped under the dog.
Yeah, the dog ate him.
I mean, to be fair, the dog's big enough.
Mm.
But yeah, okay, so we're just kind of waiting for Koo. Do you know what? I may start and just catch him up when he gets
F him.
Aww.
That's my brother! I mean, but yes. Okay, so we'll pick up. The next day pretty much passes without much happening. You kind of, same kind of things, you kind of troll on through, you enter the fields of the dead, and it's quite creepy, but in more of a fact that things don't seem to grow here. It seems to be a lot of dead fields, and it's obviously something bad has happened here, as dead bodies usually make things grow better. So this isn't great. As the second day is coming to a close, you're kind of getting ready to settle down for the night. One of the merchants and his horse fall, and it's discovered that there is a snake bite on the horse's leg.
Whose horse?
What? Just one of the merchants near the front. You haven't actually talked to him yet, but one of his horses from his caravan seems to have been struck.
Is it dead yet?
You're welcome to investigate.
I go and investigate.
Roll me a medicine check, since you're good with animals.
Off I go. Going on a journey.
Here I go killing again.
Here I go killing again. Wait.
It's right up near the front. It is up here, if you can see it. I don't know if you're zoomed out enough to see it. There you go.
Yep, I can see it. I'm making my way downtown.
God damn it.
Walking fast, horses past.
But yeah, one of the horses at the front of that carriage has fallen as the whole procession comes to a kind of a halt.
Okay. What do I see?
You see fallen
Other
horses.
than a fallen horse. Fair enough. Is there anybody, like a human, to talk to?
Indeed, there is. There is what seems to be a female elf who is kind of looking at the horse, kind of checking over her. The other three, I mean, all of the horses look absolutely immaculate. It's like the finest, softest leather that is on their harnesses. Their manes are beautiful and are braided very neatly. Their tails are also quite nicely braided. Their fur is really well kept. They're very well looked after. And one of them is now... She's like unhooked it from the harness. She's unhooked it from the harness.
Now blue.
And it's currently lying on the ground, kind of whinnying.
That's fine. I didn't particularly want to use this on a horse, but I'm going to because it's my character. I would like to cast Lesser Restoration on the horse, but first I want to ask the permission of the person who is currently doting on her horses.
As you approach, there is the female moon elf. She kind of looks up at you. I'm sorry, what are you doing here?
I heard you're sorry. Is there any of my party around me? Is it just me?
Oh, none of us give a shit about the horse that followed you.
That's fine, just checking.
Has anyone else in the party headed up there? I will ask before she does the thing.
Oh, no.
Did anyone...
No.
Here we go. I'm
Okay.
trying to score this.
Q was late again.
So, did anyone follow me?
Doesn't seem like it, no.
Okay, I went with Lily. Because I'm a sucker, apparently.
There you go.
I think she didn't want anyone to follow her, but there we go.
Did she not? Oh.
I don't mind. I'm just asking if anybody has. Because if I
Oh,
have and I've noticed you, then it depends very much on what I do next.
Oh.
It's up to you. If your character would go with her, go with her.
She's just sort of been told there's a horse been poisoned up front and she's just bolted.
I suppose I would go to make sure that... Oh, Mia would go to make sure that you're okay. Because apparently I've been elected leader for some unknown reason.
Look, so
Alright, love.
Mia is with you, Lily.
Alright. Alright, love. I heard your horse is having a bit of trouble. Would you like some help?
Yes, if you can do anything to fix Jezebel here, I'd really appreciate it.
Aye, you named her. That's adorable.
Of course, all of my horses have names.
Well, not everybody thinks that. Hey, Jezebel. Hold on. I would like to cast Lesser Restoration on the horse, please.
Yeah. As you kind of... Lily kind of leans down, puts her hands gently on the horse's side, and
I should probably state I'd have done I wanted to do a medicine check to make sure that the horse was definitely poisoned before I try and remove poison.
Would you like to retroactively do that now, or have you already cast your restoration? Go on then.
No. Just to check it wasn't sabotaged. These people are rude. That wasn't a roll 9 to poison. It was meant to be a roll 9 to check poison. But
Lily manages very well to poison the horse. Yeah, it does seem. It does seem to be poisoned. It definitely has. It definitely has a wound in its leg, and it does seem to be have been afflicted with a venom of some kind.
Okay, then I would like to then cast restoration on the poison.
Okay. Lily kind of leans down, puts her hands on the side of the horse, and with a little whisper of some druidic cant, green energy starts pulsing out from her hands in like short bursts over this horse, and eventually the wound on its leg, like a kind of milky white substance, like makes its way out of the wound and drips to the floor. And the horse itself kind of looks a bit confused, kind of lifts its head, looks around, stamps its hoof a little bit. It looks like it's still in a little bit of pain, but with a little bit of help it stands up.
Wait. So the poison's all over the ground, right?
It's kind of started seeping into the ground, yeah. It's only a little bit. It's a
Okie
snake
dokie.
bite, essentially.
Okie dokie. Then yeah, the horse should be fine. Alright, love. That should feel a bit better for her.
What did you just do to the horse?
Aye, it's just nothing. Little something I picked up on the way. You learn things travelling. And apparently changing your accent.
If someone is stirring a cup of something, can they stop?
Sorry, that's me. Apologies. I'm
Thank
stirring
you.
my tea.
Thank you. But yes, that was quite magnificent. I've not seen anything like that before.
Aye, you're welcome. You obviously ain't met many clerics. They do it all the time, you know.
Oh, well, clearly I need to travel with more clerics like you. That's very helpful, thank you.
Hey! I ain't a cleric. That's just one that they know.
Okay, I see. I thought you were insisting that you were a cleric also. But thank you
apologies.
for fixing my horse.
That's right. My name's Lily. Travelling a few caravans down. Your name?
Oh, sorry, I forgot. In my worry, I hadn't really introduced myself. She kind of rubs off her hand a little bit and holds it out to you. My name is Atelri Lowell.
Oh, you sell exotic goods, right?
She looks very confused, and before you've even had a chance to take her hand, she takes it back. Yes? That is
Just
my
something
job.
I'd heard in the town. That was all.
I'm quite surprised. I didn't think anyone in Baldur's Gate knew who I was.
I just heard there was someone around. I've seen some of the ledgers for the caravans going round. It's always nice to know who's going on a journey with you.
Yes, maybe I should have thought of taking a ledger from somewhere and reading through it.
Oh, I just got shown it. Do you want to know? I could certainly let you know.
Please.
It's not a secret after all.
Kind of it.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
Yes, it is,
Oh.
Newland.
You
I
guys didn't...
probably wouldn't have said any of this. Sorry, I thought this was an obvious thing that we were told before we got here.
You were by your secret agent person who told you what to do and who you're trying to find.
Sorry, I thought that we just found this out in the bar.
No,
Nope.
you found this out
Okay,
in the
then
bar when you were speaking to the
actually
agents.
said. Okay, then I wouldn't have said any of this. Sorry, my bad. You know what, if you want to roleplay it through because I've fucked up now, then go ahead.
We're going to roleplay it through. She looks at you very confused, and I'm sorry, where did you get this ledger from exactly?
Well, that's what you do before you get on a caravan job when you're doing security. You need to know who you're protecting.
Oh, your security then.
Yeah. Hence why I know how to look after horses and look after people.
Thank you. Well, she kind of shakes her head a little bit. I won't forget the help you've given me with Jezebel. I was expecting to have to put her down.
Aye, no need to do that. She's a lovely horse.
She is a lovely horse.
Certainly take... Well, you certainly take care of your horses better than some do on this journey, she says, grumbly.
Well, I think I'll get back to you. Get us moving again. I didn't mean to hold everyone down. We're gonna... Yeah, let's... it looks like she's fine to move again. Thank you very much for that. I'm just gonna put a bandage around her leg and we'll keep moving.
Aye.
She kind of...
I'll walk off.
She starts she starts wrapping a bandage around Jezebel's leg. Jezebel stamps a little bit, but the horses are immaculately behaved. All of the other three are kind of turning to look, but aren't really reacting in any way, shape, or form. She's clearly trained these incredibly well. But yes, okay. She fixes up her horse, climbs back up, and the caravan begins moving again.
Everything sorted?
Aye.
Oh.
Apart from the no.
Apart from what?
Aye. Everything's fine, the horse is alright.
Hmm. But did you? Never mind. I'm sure it'll be fine.
This sounds like something perhaps we need to know, or not?
Well, you know the list of names that we came across.
No.
Well, maybe you know.
You got to remember that I was not part of your initial conversation.
Oh yes, I remember. I look at Caliban, Corin, and Lily and say, "You remember that letter that you painstakingly put together, Lily?"
Aye.
That's where we got the names from, right?
Yeah.
Oh. I thought we rounded it by that guy who was trying to hire us.
No.
Oh well.
No. I have a feeling that letter was destroyed for a reason.
Well, to be honest, it ain't that far-fetched that a caravan trail's gonna have a ledger, is it? You ought to know who you're travelling with. Especially if you're doing security.
It's true, but it might not be confidential.
No, nor would I believe that a ledger would be given to the hands of anybody other than the caravan master or his direct servant.
Oh, and his security, of course.
We are security for one scummy traveller, no offence, sir. Not the entire caravan.
Sorry, what would you say? What?
No,
he looks down from the seat at the front of the caravan.
Who? This was the letter that Master Corin found decidedly in a drawer of yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Basically, this letter was mush.
Who knows that? So no one knows that we have seen this letter. Someone believes we have seen a ledger.
And that's what Lily told this female elf. Is it? And I can't even read my own writing.
Luell. You know, the exotic wood merchant.
Edory? Yeah, Luell, the exotic wood. Yeah, but she said. But obviously, we weren't supposed to know that.
This is the lady with the injured horse.
Yes.
And how is the horse now?
Oh, she's fine.
Well, hopefully no harm done. Maybe the horse getting better is enough to keep her mind occupied.
Maybe.
Hopefully. She seemed quite suspicious, but...
Well, if something comes of it, we shall deal with later, no? Otherwise, let's not cause a fracas.
Nothing we can do about it now.
I mean, there is, but would you rather I did not?
That might be for the best.
Dead bodies during the
You know
caravan.
what is really blooming weird, though? She's a lady selling exotic wood. Yet, she didn't want anybody to know she was around? What kind of merchant doesn't want to sell their wares? Or
Somebody who
advertise?
has very exotic wares who doesn't want them
Yes,
robbed on the
someone who
journey.
has really expensive materials that I do not wish the general populace to know they are carrying a caravan along a long road that could be waylaid by bandits.
Well, any caravan full of merchants is going to have expensive goods in it.
Well,
Any
no,
bandit
if we,
worth his salt.
if we establish Mr. Alcohol Merchant simply is trying to sell his crap along the way.
He's
There are
still
some...
going to have stuff to sell when he gets to the other end, though. He's probably
No,
got
no,
five
he,
times more.
he quite clearly stipulated that he felt that he was selling everything on the route, that it isn't worth trying to sell at the other end. Anywho, hopefully no
Yeah,
harm done.
Perhaps you should invite
None
her
of
to
us
join us
merchants.
for a drink tonight.
I really don't think she's your type, mate.
I really don't think she's my type either. Nonetheless, if we got to know her a little better.
I
Oh,
really don't think she's the type to come drinking with us, mate.
Very well. She
let...
already knows you're something special, though. She may be intrigued enough to come
How
along.
does she know that she is something special?
How many people do you know that can heal horses?
Oh, did...
Like I said, any cleric. She hasn't got out much, obviously.
Aren't that many clerics that travel around too often, though?
Aye, but you go
I,
to any establishment.
I think we're reading too much into this. If the woman becomes a problem, we will deal with the problem. If she does not become a problem, then we leave her to her business. I think simply inviting her along to us might, in fact... It may complicate a matter that is not actually complicated at the moment.
Okay, we can just leave it and see what happens. Come by me. Shall we get back on the horses then?
As the wagon start moving again,
Yeah, he started kind of pulling off now.
as we've been talking.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the whole caravan has started kind of moving forward, and the wagon that your guarded person is usually dealing with has started pulling forward as well.
Cool. Yeah, gonna travel on the back of our wagon. While everyone else is on their horses.
Yep, that makes sense. Okay, so as you carry on, the rest of the day seems to go by pretty casually, pretty relaxed. You start you pull through more of the fields of the dead. You kind of head down deeper into the wastes around you. They're kind of it's the kind of dawn of the third morning, just as the sun's kind of cresting over the hill.
24 hours remain.
24 hours remain. Just as the sun is cresting over the hill, over the horizon, the caravan has drawn to a halt again. Already that's 3 stops in 3 days. But people
This is going to take far too long.
People don't seem to be like explaining why. No one has said what's going on yet. People are whispering back and forth. They're confused. No one's really sure entirely what's going on.
Hey, what's going on? Anybody know?
Perhaps we should go have a look at the front.
Hey.
Where is the caravan with the lady that you've already confused today?
Ah, up the front. I had
Perhaps. Yeah. Fair enough.
Okay.
I was about to say at least one of us should technically stay with the caravan that we are supposed to be guarding, so I shall do so.
Perhaps Caliban should stay. He looks the most imposing of all of us.
Aye.
I'm through.
She yells.
I'm going to start following Lily.
Caliban kind of has been sat in the back of the wagon, kind of not talking a whole lot. He just kind of leans over and just, I've got this. Go do your thing.
Well, he'll have been on a horse, but yeah, I get what you're saying. Okay, shall we see?
As you kind of move to the front, a lot of the wagons seem to have stopped. A lot of the horses, closer to the front you get, a lot of the horses are getting quite nervous. And
I see what has happened. They have come to the edge of the screen, no?
And the gargoyle that you've passed a few carriages below you has begun chattering and jumping up and down also. People seem to be reluctant to come out of their caravans, and as you move onwards you can kind of start to see why. In the centre of the road there is an overturned cart. There seem to be people inside it trying to get out from under it, but every time you see like a limb start to slide out from under it, another attacker looms in on them. As you can see, like circling them, like as they ride, are 7, hard to tell exactly what they are, green-skinned, small humanoid-like creatures riding on the backs of what appears to be giant wolves.
I have seen Lord of the Rings. I know what this is.
I've rolled a 20 to figure out what they are. That's the only thing I've rolled well for. Let me have it.
Is that your nature check? Yeah, that's fine. These appear to be hobgoblins, and they appear to be riding wargs. You know from some of the markings on them with that kind of roll that these are quite a local group. They're known specifically, these goblins, as I have lost my notes, give me a second. They are known specifically, these hobgoblins, as the Urshani hobgoblins. They're quite tribal looking. They've got furs adorning their bodies. They've got, a few of them have, although they're riding wargs, a few of them have helmets that seem to be made of warg faces and heads. They have a dire wolf kind of symbol carved onto their shields, and they seem to be quite well. They seem to be quite well organized for any kind of goblin folk you tend to see. And on that note, I should probably move you all from there to there.
I am wondering, do any of the other guards of any other caravan looking to give any form of shit about this?
It seems that most of the other caravans haven't really moved. A few of the caravans are trying to figure out ways to go around it. You can see a few people moving back and forth. But there are
none of the other caravan guards are going.
There are a few that have started to move forward, but they're kind of at the beck and call of the people running the caravans. So they seem to be moving, and 1 or 2 of them do step up behind you. So it seems you'll have a couple of people helping you to fight, but not many.
I mean, we could simply step back and make this other ourselves problem. But apparently no one else appears to.
That ain't happening, love. The locals are coming out to play, so we should go and greet them.
I mean, they're riding wolves. Is this not your kind of... they are not wolves, are they?
Well, if you want to be riding on a wolf, I ain't able to do that. But if you want to be an horse, you can get on an horseback.
Why would I want to be... How very
Insane.
interesting.
You're a little big for a wolf, don't you think?
These are also a bit big for wolves. That I am confused, and this makes no sense. So shall we roll initiative so I can kill something?
By all means, please roll me some initiatives. Ooh, nice.
Where are you, initiative?
Where are my notebooks? There we go.
Really?
She readies her stuff really fucking slow.
Wow.
Really slowly.
Right. Oh, yeah, that's it. Holy crap, I'm not last!
Holy
shit.
crap, you're first.
Yes! What? No, wait, is your 18
second.
your
Yeah, she's second.
Oh,
Yeah,
sorry.
because
Yeah.
you've got a +3.
Still highest natural.
Corin,
I got nothing.
Lily. 15 plus 3. Oh, yeah, no, technically true. Okay, so Harlequin, Mia, Corin, Lily, and we'll see how these are going with the 20 mile throw. If it makes you feel any better, Lily, you are
Yay!
not last. Oh, yes, you are, I'm afraid. Oh, no, they're all natural one. They're going last. Okay, so, turn order then. Harlequin, you're up first.
Well, this is unexpected. I really was unprepared for this. Sorry, 2 seconds.
Obi would have been prepared.
Unprepared, in fact. Right, as bonus action, I would like to cast Hex on... Are we treating them as a single entity, or is it a wolf is one thing, the hobgoblin another?
I would treat them as a single entity.
Okay, casting Hex. Can maintain concentration. Yeah, casting Hex on this one.
Okie dokie. That one is now hexed. And the red one. Okie dokie. That one is hexed.
With disadvantages to strength checks.
Okie dokie.
I am then going to run up to and hit it.
Go for it.
But strictly speaking, the thing that I'm doing is not a weapon attack, or it is, but I am using green. I'm casting Green Flame Blade.
Oh, okay, yep.
So I make a sword attack. I take it a 20 hit.
Oh, yes. Absolutely. Yeah, definitely.
So when I hit, the target suffers the attack's normal damage, and green fire loops on the target to a different creature choice you can see within 5 feet of it. Which I don't know if there is there? No, there's nothing else close enough. Oh, for God's sake. Sorry about this. Cantrips. Quick question. Oh no, cantrips are just use cantrip level, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. At 5th level, right? Okay. So damage is that plus that plus that. So 24 points of damage.
Wow. And he and his warg are both looking very badly injured. Like, really badly injured.
So yeah, blah 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 blah. Green fire leaps on the target. The secondary creature takes. Doesn't actually say whether they're actually on fire, but it is fire damage that they take.
I'm sorry,
Oh,
is this...
hang on.
What is this with?
I'm getting confused now. Sorry, apologies. Green flame blade. I think
Yes.
it's in Roll20.
Yeah, it is. Make a successful melee attack with a weapon against one creature. On a hit, target
Yeah.
suffers the attack's normal effects, and fire leaps to a different visible creature within 5 feet of it.
But it's at level 5. I'm at
Fifth
least level
level.
5, so it takes a D8 as well.
That is an extra D8 fire damage to the target. That is true, but there is no other creature within 5 feet
No,
of
there's
it.
nothing within range, but it still takes 1. So hang on. This is the bit that's confusing. I apologise. I should have checked this beforehand. Because I've never used any of these.
Oh yeah, no.
cantrips,
The
right?
melee attack deals an extra 1d8 fire damage to the target. Yeah, that's fine. So it will take an extra d8, but just the other flame won't hit. It won't hit anything.
Correct,
Yeah, that's fine.
but it
That's
says
fine.
1d8. Oh no, 1d8 plus my spellcasting to the other target. But
Yeah.
there is no. Fine. Yeah, so that's it. That's what it says.
Cool. Okay, cool. So he's taking
24.
24 points of damage. That's cool.
And that's me.
I'm going to mark this dude. Okay, cool. That is not a problem.
And I believe, as I say, it doesn't say whether they're on fire or not.
I'm going to say that as you spring forward, your blade is coated in this green flaming energy, and as you slice down at it, the fire kind of bursts out from your blade. And I'll say the warg's fur is definitely on fire.
Cool.
So yeah, okay, Harlequin is done. Mia, it is your turn. Quite early in the round for you.
Wait, what? I haven't woken up yet. So, is it the purple one or the blue one that's on fire?
It is the purple one that's on fire. The blue one is slightly different, but I'll let you know.
Oh, right. Okay, fair enough. In that case, I would like to target the next one in the front with a firebolt, please. To do 2 hits. Assuming that hits.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Hey. For 19 fire damage.
That is a lot of damage. Which one did you hit, sorry?
That one. The other one in the front.
That is a good amount of damage. He is also looking very badly injured as you kind of wave your hands in front of you. A small flame appears in your hand and you just go, boom, let it go, and it smashes into both the warg and the goblin, dealing quite a lot of damage. Yeah. That's looking pretty good. Would you like to do anything else? Would you like to do anything else, Mia?
Nope. Nope, I'm good.
Okie dokie. Corin, it is your turn.
I am going to cast haste upon myself.
Okie dokie.
Do my best barbarian impression, scream as if I'm going into a rage, and then I'm going to dash over to there and stab this one in the buttocks.
Except it's really tiny.
Rage.
Tiny rage. So is that mildly annoyed?
Okay.
Yes.
So yes. And you're going to stab it in the butt.
Throwing a tantrum.
By all means, roll me an attack.
Yeah, I'm stabbing with my rapier for like the first time ever. 7 to hit.
No, you rolled a d8 plus 4, dude. I think that's your damage.
Yeah, it's damage, my bad. 10 to hit.
I'm afraid a 10 misses.
That's good. That's my turn.
Okie dokie, that's Corin's turn done. Lily, it is your turn.
Okay. I would like to cast Shillelagh,
Shillelagh's a good choice.
because I feel like that's probably the best thing in the world for this. Let's go for you. Get to you. Over here. Smack it.
A 10 does not hit it, I'm afraid.
Pants.
That's a shame, 'cause
Oh
that was a
well,
good damage roll,
I
too.
tried.
Anything
Hold on a
else?
second. No, because I don't think I can use my own druidic guidance on myself. So no, that's fine. That's it. I just run up and hit it and fail.
Lily kind of rushes after you, Corin. Seeing Corin miss, Lily runs over and like leaps towards it with her shillelagh, bringing it down towards the orc's face. The goblin kind of pulls back on its reins sharply, and it just pulls short as Lily misses. And that brings us onto the warg's turn. Well, the goblin's turn, really. And so, which order are we going to do this in? So, this one is going to do this. The creature within 5 feet of. Aha! 5 feet of an ally. Amazing. Okay, that's interesting. So, the hobgoblins are going to move around. Harlequin, the one directly in front of you that is just slightly not dead, is going to attack you first. It is going to swing in with a +3 to hit. A 19 to hit you.
That is my AC.
Okie dokie. In that case, it will do a D8 +1 slashing damage. 9 points of slashing damage.
Cool. Okay.
Okay. This one is going to maneuver over to here. Not to there. To here. And it's going to attempt the same thing on Harlequin, but only rolls a 9 to hit.
Fair enough. Obviously, that misses.
Yeah, that one's going to run over there and is trying to harangue and harass the people that are under the cart quite desperately.
Oh, there's people under there.
Oh yeah, there's people trying to get out that these were trying to get to when you guys came over. Corin, that one's going to move over to you.
So glad I didn't cast Fireball.
Oh yeah, Fireball.
That would have been awkward.
That misses.
A 17 misses
We
you.
have saved you. Boom.
Wow, that's pretty good.
Okay.
Okay,
Burn to a crisp.
and then Lily.
Yeah.
Roll a 4
Oh,
to
that's
hit you.
a
That is
shit.
going to miss,
Critical
and it's
fail.
going to get a thing.
Hooray! We missed.
Oh, where is my thing? My critical fumble table.
First one of the night.
Well, it's good that it was one of the bad guys at least. Right, D100. What are we doing? 46. Ooh. As the warg rushes towards you, the goblin lashes out to try and hit you, and you kind of block it. You block it with your shillelagh, kind of hitting it in the hand. You hear a sickening crunch of bone, and yeah, it seems like it's broken its hand. He'll take D6 points of damage. Oh my god. So basically, Lily, this warg rushes at you and tries to hit you. You swing your shillelagh upwards and crack it with across the back of its hand. There's a horrible shatter, and the goblin falls off the warg. And yeah, he did, which is hilarious. Corin, you've got another one coming for you.
Poor dude. Bring it on!
You're fucking kidding me. Another natural 1.
Wah, wah, wah.
Everyone's rolls of shit tonight. Yay!
Oh shit! You get an instant melee attack against him as a reaction.
25!
And that will definitely hit. That's this one back here.
7 damage.
7 points of damage. As the warg charges towards you and leaps at you, you kind of duck down and slide under its stomach and kind of dash out just one quick stab with your rapier as it goes past, and it just catches it in the paw and it shrieks as it lands.
Ah.
This final one is going to move over right the way down to Lily. Corin, you're going to get an attack of opportunity on him, as that one did not take up your reaction. Jesus Christ. Yeah, dude, go for a thing. Go for a thing.
10 damage.
10 points of damage. This one is clad in much stronger armor than the rest of them. And you can see that he definitely seems to be the leader of these lot as he charges towards Lily and makes an attack against her.
How dare he?
18 points to hit you, Lily.
This is not fair. What hits me?
He hits you with an 18.
An 18?
Does that hit you?
An 8? Oh, well, yeah.
For 8 points of slashing damage as he slashes at you with his longsword.
This is rude. I don't appreciate his conduct. I'd like to speak to his line manager.
Oh my god.
That is fair. Totally fair. And that's yeah, that's that.
Okie dokie.
That's all of the warg's turns. We'll go back to the top of the round with Harlequin. These guys are going to, however, move forward to give you some support, but they're not. They don't seem. They seem to not be making massive attacks. They seem to be.
As that guy starts to move forward, I'm kind of waving back.
he kind of uses the last of his movement to move back away from you.
Good. I am going to thunderously step behind this other one here. So I blink out of existence, appear instantly back here.
Yep.
Those two need to make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, con. That's not great. It's 20 plus 1 for both of them. They rolled a 6.
So they both take 28 points of thunder damage.
Holy fuck.
Jesus.
So as you'll kind of see as Harlequin basically blinks out of existence with a thunderous crack, and these two wargs are thrown backwards, both of them slamming into this rock and falling to the ground. None of them seem to be moving.
And yeah, 300. That thunder can be heard for approximately 300 feet.
Jesus fuck.
So we have no subtlety now. As my bonus action, I'm going to move my hex across to this thing.
To the one that you're standing at? Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah,
turn that one
and that's me.
Let me turn that one on there. Boom. That's a fun spell. I like that. Mia, it's your turn.
Okie dokie then. I'll set the cart on fire.
Don't set the cart on fire. God damn it.
Set the cart on fire. I'm not Malron. I mean, what?
We didn't start the fire. I mean, what?
I mean, in all honesty, I probably did. But... yeah. Okay, I'm gonna go for the one in front, the one in blue.
Oh, yeah.
Gonna throw a... yeah... Start taking him down. Throw a firebolt at it. Ooh, probably miss.
And that misses, I'm afraid.
Yeah, I throw smoke at him instead then.
Yeah, basically, I can't do that anymore, but yeah, you throw...
I know.
You essentially try and build a firebolt in your hand, and then as you throw it, it kind of diminishes in the air until
Why does this always happen to me?
Performance anxiety.
It's more common than you think. Corin, it's your turn.
A double stabby on the one that's already injured slightly. Double stabby. 13 and 10. Jesus.
13 hits, 10 does not.
Okay.
So you get 1 hit.
6 damage.
You lash forward with your rapier. You kind of catch the warg on the outside of his eye, and it kind of starts bleeding quite badly down the giant wolf's face.
That's my turn.
Okie dokie. Lily, it's your turn.
Way. I'ma turn around and shillelagh this other mofo.
Shalala.
Oh, shillelagh.
It's a... Damn it.
Wow.
Go for it.
She has.
Oh shit, she has.
Yes, really.
Wow, fuck. Okay.
Made up for every roll I made this evening.
So with a natural 20,
Everyone's roll this evening.
You do 16 points of bludgeoning damage as this like powerful kind of captain-looking hobgoblin rides over to you, and he managed to hit you, not great, but then you turn around and just with a backhand swing, there is a horrific crunch as you hit his left arm. The shield that he's bearing kind of splinters, and his whole arm kind of drops dead at his side. He is still alive, but his left arm does not look very usable anymore.
Yes. That's it. That's my turn. I think I've been badass enough.
Pretty good turn. He's immediately going to turn around, and with a horrific snarl in your direction is trying to stab you.
Yeah, that works.
Okie dokie. And he'll go for... Wow! 5 points of slashing damage as he brings his longsword down at you.
gonna have to hit a lady harder than that.
Harlequin, the warg just above you is going to, above you, below you, is going to attempt to hit you. You only rolled a 6. You're absolutely fine. And Corin, you get 2 attacks. I'm afraid. Oh shit! Another 6 and a 21. Corin.
I am going to use my cutting words and try to use my bardic skills to, even though I'm saying things to him, also use my dual voice to make it sound like I'm just shouting like a barbarian.
What? Dual voice? What?
Anyone who's listening. That's just a ventriloquist thing.
That's cool.
I'd imagine a bard would be able to do it. Yeah, it goes down. It doesn't hit me.
Yeah, it drops down to only a 14. So yeah, he comes. The first one comes towards you, and as it's trying to slash you, you just kind of duck out of the way. As the second one rushes towards you, you kind of point at him and go, "Oh God, your penis is showing!" And it just looks down and misses you entirely.
Sweet.
Okay, so he misses you as well. Captain's gone. He's gone. He's gone. Yeah. That's it. We're done. Back to Harlequin.
2 attacks on the one in front of me. A 26 and wow. Okay.
Well. Yep.
Bye.
Wow. Okay.
Oh my God.
I can roll the hex damage as well if you want.
I mean,
But that's
if
so
you would
far 16, 25,
if you would, I would absolutely like you to describe exactly what you're doing here.
35, 40, 44 points of damage.
Surprise, motherfucker.
And technically another 2d6.
Would you like to do this?
Well,
in a
I'm
special
obscured by the cart, aren't I?
way? A little bit, yeah.
So no one can technically see this.
Not really, no.
I am going to ram the Oriental Longsword up underneath the jaw of the warg. So it pierces the top of its head. Then with my spare hand, I'm grabbing the head of the hobgoblin
Oh my God.
and bringing it down onto the tip.
Just the tip.
Wow.
Just the tip. I love that. Like 4 of us said that at the same time. That was perfect. Absolutely.
But yeah, they are both skewered by the sword at the same time.
As you do that, you hear. I mean, he goes down in that single hit, and you just hear a kind of a hissing yes, and you feel a full sense of urgency and happiness washes over you, and you have advantage on your next attack.
Okay. And the blood seems to disappear from their bodies.
They are just they are drained. Like they're just basically turning
Weird,
into husks. Yup. just normal things. Normal things. What? Normal sort of things. Okay, that's Mia's turn now.
I am so not used to going second. Yep. It is. This guy's still up and standing, isn't he?
He is indeed, yeah.
His left arm is crushed though because Lily's a badass.
That's pretty much exactly right.
I actually have written down in my notes that Lily equals down.
Yeah.
Just so you know, Stace. So yeah, I'm gonna firebolt him. Why not? Let's do this. Try to, anyway. Ooh, 13? Yay.
13 misses, I'm afraid, on that one.
Ah, for God's... I'm just gonna blow smoke at all these guys. Why the hell not?
Yeah, you essentially just have some smoke come out of your hand, and you get a horrible kind of...
I mean, give it 10 to 12 hours, they might die. But...
I mean, sure.
If, you know, the barbecue attack is totally a thing, right?
Just slightly char-grilled, it's fine. Smoked hobgoblin. Corin, it would be your turn now, unless Mia has a bonus or something she wants to do.
No, I have no bonuses. I am weak like that.
Oh, sorry, it's a bonus.
Hmm.
For me, the hex on the one nearest still.
Oh, yeah. Which one are you moving it to?
The top one.
There we go.
The most northerly one still. Yeah, that one.
Cool. Okie dokie. In that case, Corin, it is your turn.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna continue stabbing that one because that's what I've been doing. Do double stabbing.
Oh, you get to re-roll ones, don't you?
Oh yeah.
You lucky son
Doesn't
of
do
a
much
bitch.
better though.
The 21 hits. The 9 doesn't, but at least it's not a natural fail. It's not a critical fail.
Girl.
Okay, you do 9
9
points
damage.
of damage. He is looking quite badly wounded as he looms over you, and you kind of stab your rapier up into, like, it just kind of slides along its gums and out of its top lip. It's quite disgusting.
Oh, that's my turn.
Okie dokie. Lily, it is now your turn.
Helps if I'm not muted.
I was wondering,
Okay,
you
then.
were very quiet.
Time to shoot Lele his face.
Okie dokie. Rah. Oh, 25. Yeah, fuck, that hits. 11 points of
Yeah.
damage. Yes. As you kind of smash your shillelagh again into his crushed and wounded arm. And you can hear some ribs breaking behind it.
That's hilarious.
That's hilarious? Okay,
Yay.
that's one way to put it.
She doesn't like him. He's not very nice.
I mean, that's fair. He turns around and there's a horrific snarl as he kind of... his warg leans down to bite you with a 22.
Yep, that hits.
I thought it might. To do 7 points of piercing damage as the warg's teeth rip through the flesh of your arm.
This is fair.
Okay, that's his go. This one here is going to, with his... Can he get there with his 40 feet of movement? Yes, he can. Mia, he's going to come
Shit.
that way and attack you, but Corin gets an attack of opportunity first.
9.
9.
9? No, we can't do that. It's taken. But yeah, so he charges down towards you, and he's going to try and attack you with his longsword for a 19, Mia.
Yeah, that hits.
I thought it might. And that will do... Oh, 2 points of slashing damage.
I can deal with that. I can definitely deal with that.
Okie dokie. Corin, the last one is going to lash out towards you for a 17.
Misses.
Thought it might. In that case, Harlequin, it is your turn again.
I'm going to come around the side of the cart, seeing that the other one has run off towards Mia, and possibly to the confusion of everybody, I turn my longsword round the other way, so it's kind of pointed towards the ground. And there's like a little disc on the top of it, on the pommel. There's like a, whether have you noticed it, it's like 2 intersecting circles of metal, and
Yep.
you just watch me brush my hand against it as it starts to spin. And I'm going to cast out 2 Eldritch Bolts, one at the one that Corin's fighting, and one at the one that Mia's fighting.
Okie dokie.
Which I've never done before, so I have no idea where the f it is. Right, here we go.
So I don't know if... Corin might just be close enough to see it, but on one side of this disc is like basically a darkened version of the blade itself, and on the other side is an image of a man falling, it seems. And as the disc spins, it looks like the 2 images are superimposed, and the blade is actually piercing the man's chest.
So 15 and a 23.
Both of them hit.
So the one on Corin, 11, and the one on me, 11.
So Corin, as you're fighting this warg in front of you, a sudden burst of purple energy flies through the air from, it looks to be from Harlequin's sword, and crashes in. There's a slight explosion, and the warg in front of you falls to the ground dead.
Damn it.
The one down now by Mia. Again, Mia, you don't really see what happened here. All you know is there's a burst of purple energy, and the warg and the goblin look round angrily. So,
Okay.
yeah, those both hit pretty well.
And as my bonus action, I am moving the hex again
Uh-huh.
to the one attacking me.
Okie dokie. Boop. Awesome.
Oh, hang on. Can I? What's the range on hex? Spell sheet. Yeah. 90 feet, yeah.
Yeah, I think that's okay, yeah. I knew it was 90 or 100, it was pretty close to that. So that's fine.
Yep.
Okay, Mia, is your go.
If I move away, it's going to attack.
If you move out of its
Is it that
range,
close already?
if you stay within 5 feet of it, it won't attack you. So you can move into any of the squares that are like 1 square away from it, kind of thing. But anything beyond that, it will,
Yeah.
yeah.
Because don't I get a disadvantage or something for spellcasting close
No,
combat?
that was the case. That was the case in 3.5 and Pathfinder, but it's not the case in 5th edition anymore.
Oh, okay. Okay, good. I
Yeah.
thought I had something that way. It's like,
If you
Wait,
use
if I
a
just-
ranged weapon,
Yeah.
yes.
right,
But magic.
right, okay, fair enough. Cool. I suppose I have no other choice but to try and fireball this thing in the face.
Okay, by all means, go for it.
Fuck.
A 13
Fuck's
hits these
sake.
ones. Yep, that's fine. You hit.
Oh, wait, it hits.
Yeah.
Ah, excellent. That's 8.
It kind of bears down on you, attempting to bite you, and then the eldritch energy hits it in the back, and as it turns around, it turns for a second, can't realize where it's come from, looks back towards you, and you hit it in the face with a bolt of fire. It is growling and angry. Both the hobgoblin itself is like hissing and spitting in your direction, and it is Corin's turn.
Ooh. Okay, I'm just gonna move over to the leader one and stab him in the booty.
Different one. Let's go for this one.
15, probably, maybe.
15. That will hit.
Yeah, 11 and 15.
11 sadly will not hit, but 15 does. Okay. And you do 8 points of damage on the battle captain as you rush up, and you just kind of stab its warg in the tail. It gives out a yelp, and it kind of turns around to look at you.
Hi.
Lily, it is your turn.
Way. Yay. Yeah. Okay. I smack him.
20 hits and 12 points of bludgeoning damage. It turns to look at Corin, and as it does, you punish him for it. And trying not to hit the warg as much as you... Oh, but that just suddenly went quiet. Trying not to hit the warg, because you're, animals, yo. Why would anyone want to do that? You lean up and smash the goblin in the collarbone. Basically, the arm that it was trying to still move and failing, you have now almost ripped off of his arm with a piece of wood. It's disgusting.
Oh.
And he is looking pretty damaged. Would you like to do anything else, or is that your turn?
That's it.
Okie dokie.
He's not dead yet, so I'm staying here.
The warg snaps out at you. For a 16. Does the 16 hit you, Lily?
Yes it does actually.
The warg's teeth close around your arm again for 8 points of piercing damage.
Oh day.
And then final one is going to try and attack Mia. For 14.
Yeah, yeah, that hits.
Oh,
Iron
squishy
squishy.
mage.
Fire squishy.
Squishy mage for 6 points of piercing damage.
Such is my life.
And
Oh,
then...
wait, hang on.
Ooh. Oh, okay.
It because I did a successful fire spell. Because I have my flames of Felgathel. It is going to take 1d4 fire damage.
Okay, go for it and roll a d4.
It takes 4 points of fire damage as it bites you.
In that case, as it hits you, like the warg kind of leans down and bites you, and as it bites your arm, you flare out flames. Like, it's almost as if your blood itself is fire, and it envelops the creature's face, causing it to fall to the ground with a burning goblin on its back. And it is dead. So yeah, well done, guys. That was a good battle. You did good.
Still one left.
There is the captain left. That's the only one left. So, that being their turn, it's Harlequin's turn.
I am going to walk round to the other side of it, flanking with me the other side. So that's advantage. I've got it. You said I had advantage anyway, didn't you?
You did indeed.
Sure.
Yeah, you have advantage. I mean, you
So,
had
yeah,
advantage before the flanking.
Yeah,
right?
but I get 2 strikes, so
Yep, go for it. You'll
flanking
get
you get it for both, don't you?
both of them will be at advantage. Yeah,
Cool. So first attack is at 22,
that will hit. Oh shit!
and second attack is 23.
They will both hit.
So 20 points of damage.
Okay, Harlequin rushes over, seeing the final one remaining. Its focus is almost entirely on Lily as she's broken its arm repeatedly over and over again. Its arm's basically hanging on by bits of sinew and muscle. And Harlequin rushes over, and it's complete blind spot as it's looking the entire opposite way. He just rapier straight through its throat.
No, it's not a rapier, remember, for once.
Oh, for God, yeah. Sorry,
Yeah,
it is. It's not a
longsword.
rapier anymore. Wrong person. The longsword basically cuts down and it slams into the goblin and then straight down into the warg. And as it goes, you can see the blood starts to leave the bodies of both of the creatures.
Awkward.
And flows into the blade.
Standard practice, that's what all sorts.
And the final one falls to the ground. The captain dead.
Very quickly, Mr. Lily, I'm about to do something. Please tell the other people do not panic. I'm going to try and get the wagon off these folks. Mrs. Lily?
Ah, sorry, mate. I thought you said don't panic. Come and help.
No, I was going to make sure that the others do not panic, because I'm going to do something. And I'm going to polymorph myself into a giant ape.
Well, ain't that a sight?
Okay. That is a thing you can do.
Yes, it is.
And
And I'm going to use the fact that it's got a slightly higher strength bonus than me to lift the wagon off the people.
I'm gonna take this opportunity to get the people out from under the wagon.
Yeah,
Better pretend
so
I'm lifting too.
Roll me an athletics check with advantage, please, as Corin is clearly helping as well.
clearly helping. So hang on, athletics check, but I'm using the strength of the other one, aren't I?
Yeah, you're using the strength of the ape.
Hang on,
Athletics
sorry.
check.
This will take numbers. So my standard athletics would be at -1. However, oddly enough, I switched to this, it's +6.
It's a little bit of a strength boost, yeah.
Yeah. Sorry. 1d20 plus. And yeah, Corin's mighty help. Which I actually probably needed.
Amazing.
So yeah, the giant monkey lifts the wagon so that Lily can drag the people out from underneath.
So the gorilla lifts the wagon. Corin, you're basically just you're kind of stood back a little bit, just kind of petting it on the leg, like, yeah, you're doing great. Yep, that looks
You've
wonderful.
actually swatched my mini out. I didn't realise you'd done that. That's
Yep.
amazing.
I've given you a gorilla. So yeah, Lily drags these people out as this giant ape lifts up this wagon, and yeah, that's not a problem at all.
And as soon as everyone is safely out, I will switch back.
Oh well, now you're just asking me to switch things again. Like that's.
Well, it's more. I did it for the safety of people.
Oh yeah.
I don't want everyone to go, look, that man can turn himself into a giant monkey. Yes, people will have seen.
There is a merchant that pulls himself out. He looks quite noble. He looks very well dressed. The horses that were with his car are brutally murdered. They're kind of laying around the road on the sides. He pulls himself out. The car has a wheel snapped off of it. Oh, my friends, thank you so much.
You're more than welcome.
Hi, you alright?
Oh, I honestly think I would have died this night if it was not for you all. This day, it is not night. The GM has a problem with his brain, yes?
The music is not helping, correct?
Alright, you might have some form of concussion though, mate. It's daytime.
There's also that.
Oh, yes, of course. It's because I was under the dark cloud. That must be what it is. But I will... Oh, how can I repay you? My name is Eduardo. I'm so blessed right here.
Hi. Alright.
Corin freezes.
Poser.
Corin freezes on the spot, but in a dramatic pose. I forgot that when haste runs out, you're frozen for a round. Amazing.
Our friend here, he helped a lot. He may help with the muscle.
For all of them.
Yay.
Oh, but of course.
Every single one, from head to toe, at this very instant.
Yep.
Oh, it is. This person is clearly a man of heroism. This small one here, yes.
He is certainly something.
If only he was.
But no, we are glad to help. We are part of Caravan. We have.
I do not suppose there are any horses spare in your caravan. You have so many people. I do not have any way to get
So
my
pop
wares
quiz.
onwards.
How many horses did we have? Caravan's got one. Mia's got one. Lily and. Have you technically? Because I don't think Tobias would have taken his horse. But I have never claimed Tobias' horse because it's not my horse.
There are a few. There are definitely 5 or 6 spare horses at the back of the caravan, and Tobias' horse would technically still be with the group if they wanted to bring it with them.
Yeah. So if you want to get rid of it, I don't know about it. So there we go.
So
I think we brought Toby's horse with us.
I'd imagine
Yeah.
you would on a caravan. It's always useful to have spare horses.
Yeah.
If you are willing to sell horse, I will buy for a good price. Yes.
I do not, but I do not know if they have. Do you have spare?
Oh, you'll have to talk to our leader, Lady Mia.
Fuck's sake.
Oh yeah, Lady Me'll know all of that.
Well, I hate you guys.
That's alright. Don't pay us because to like you.
I don't pay you anything.
Exactly.
Well.
Yes, we do have a spare horse.
Oh, that is fantastic. I will happily buy this horse from you. What kind of price would you look for?
Yeah, financial help. I don't know.
The usual cost for a draft horse is about 50 gold, but for a riding horse you can usually ask about 75 gold. But that's if you want to charge kind of nice prices. It's entirely up to you from there. That's a kind of standard.
And I'm guessing we have riding horses. Yes.
You have what, sorry?
We have riding horses, yes.
You do indeed, yes.
Yeah.
So they usually go for about 75 gold.
Right, okay. I mean, yes, we do have a spare horse. I mean, it's... Be willing to part with it for 70 gold?
Oh,
You're being very kind. Okay. 70. I will absolutely take it for 70 gold. Yes, this is definitely within my remit. Here he kind of goes into bits of the cart and pulls out a purse of gold, and literally and doesn't even take out like a quarter of what's in his purse, and hands over the 70 gold.
Okay.
Thank you so much. I will happily take this horse. It is a riding horse, but it will hopefully carry these saddlebags, not a problem. But I must give you.
You're not going to be able to get any very far without a carriage, are you?
What was it that what wares are you carrying, sir?
He looks around. I'm carrying certain.
If your business is your business, so we do not wish to intrude.
Well, I just do not want many people to hear. I am carrying certain pharmaceuticals.
They're not blue, are they?
Some of them are indeed, yes. Is there anything you are
hopefully
interested
we can find
in?
someone to help repair your carriage.
I mean, I am happy to sell you some of these things.
Well, I'm not particularly interested, but if that's your thing, you go for it.
Oh, anyone interested, or is this just for?
Simply speaking, sir, it is not something that I get involved in. I am not one to judge. It's simply not for me. I'm glad that you're well, and I'm glad that you are unhurt. But
So my question was, how are you going to carry any of your goods if you don't got a carriage?
This is a point I will struggle with this carriage without my carriage.
What's wrong with the carriage, DM?
One of the wheels is snapped completely off.
Alright, can I use mend to fix the wheel?
Let me double check mend. See how competent it is. Because if I remember, it's not a single break or a tear in an object you touch. As long as the break or tear is no longer than 1 foot in any dimension, you can mend it. Yeah, no problem with that whatsoever.
why we probably shouldn't have done jigsaw puzzles then.
I had to do it a lot.
In
Like
retrospect,
over and
yeah.
over and over and over and over again. And
the
you can't
jigsaw.
trip.
The jigsaw
Listen for an hour.
Yeah, no, the jigsaw puzzle thing is she was just repeatedly casting it for hours, but it's more the fact that
Fair enough.
yeah, because it only does a single break or tear. But yeah, you can absolutely mend the wheel if you want to do that.
Okay, I'm in the wheel.
You're all very, very nice
See,
people.
it appears we have one that's problem.
Who are you people?
Security?
Does this group have name?
I know. Does this group have name?
Do not look at me, I am simply hired help. No, we in all honesty, we are simply travelling out north with one of the caravans. Admittedly, not the nicest of ones, but so be it.
Oh, my apologies. I took you for an adventuring group. I am sorry. I should not.
These may be. I am simply mercenary.
Should not make.
And why am I now going slightly more Russian than I was before? I am blaming you.
This is problem when you have several accents mixing on one.
Indeed, my French was pretty shit anyway, and now, yeah, it is all. No, not there either.
Sorry.
Oui? Try saying oui. That might get you back on track.
Bon.
But this is absolutely fine. I will do. This is marvelous. Is there anything I can do to repay you?
I don't know. Is there?
He throws the rest of his coin purse towards Mia.
Apparently so.
Yeah.
It contains within it about 400 gold.
Cool.
Well, we wish you well. I will come back with the horse.
Honestly, I did not expect anything like this. Thank you for fetching me the horse, my good sir. That is fantastic.
Yeah. Someone will need to point out which one was Toby's horse, and I will take it back.
Toby.
I can call it. I don't give a shit.
Oh, this horse is called Toby. Thank you very much for this.
Yeah, let's call the horse Toby now.
I am
His
sure,
legacy lives on.
I am sure that it will do very good. Is it any good with a bow?
Yep.
Sorry, I had to.
No, but it fucking kicked.
It kicks the back of the guy's leg as it's going. It doesn't take very long to get the horse kind of linked up to the carriage, and they go on their way. The rest of the caravan starts kind of pulling forward a bit. The guards, rather embarrassingly, they all look kind of embarrassed. They start kind of moving the wargs off the path, kind of clearing a space. Any of the kind of debris and things like bits of arrow and things like that.
Just when they start to, I'm going to the leader and I'm seeing if that fucker's got anything on it.
Absolutely fair to look. Please make me an investigate.
Ugh. This is where the wands kick back in. Not horrific.
He doesn't seem to have a lot of great useful things on him. His longsword seems slightly special. There seems something special about it, despite the fact that he clearly wasn't using it gently. It has no nicks or much wear and tear on it at all. And as you search through his pockets, because he has a couple of pouches on his belt, you find what appears to be a small wand.
Ah. I will, as we're heading back, I will hand both of these over to Mia.
Okay, so it was a wand, and what? Sorry, I missed it.
Apparently the sword looks like it is something. It looks well kept, considering the fact that he was clearly trying to beat the shit out of us with it, and it is still in such good condition. When the rest of his equipment was, how should we say, shit. And a wand, which, to my understanding, is it is you or Master Corin that knows more about magic.
Well, I can certainly have a look at the wand. I would like to arcana the wand, please.
Well, no, I'm
by all means,
handing
roll
them
me an
both to
arcana.
you.
Oh, yeah. But I just want to know what kind of wand it is.
Go ahead, roll me an arcana check.
Reason. Hey!
Damn.
God damn. Okay, yep, that's...
Where the fuck were you in the battle?
Yeah, that's fair. You have achieved a Wand of Charm person. This wand, however, is a higher level than most charm person wands, and can, in fact, affect more creatures than usual. So I will paste it on into the chat.
Ah, thank you very much.
I am glad I bothered to look.
So yeah, it's a wand of charm person, but it is a wand of advanced charm person. As you can see, if you use a specific higher level of charges, you can use it to charm beasts, giants, or fae as well.
Ooh. Good.
As obviously, charm person only works on humanoids generally. And yeah, a shiny sword you've got with you as well.
You have the sword as well.
Sorry. All right. Okay. Yeah, I did. The sword.
Are you checking the sword out? Are you looking at anything of it?
Sure. Why not? I'll have a look at the sword.
Okie dokie.
Do you want me to roll for anything for it?
You don't have the identify spell, do you?
No, I do not.
Okay. In that case, can you roll me an investigate check?
Okie dokie. Let's go.
Seems like a pretty decent sword. It's pretty much all you get out of it.
That's it. Sword. Half decent sword.
Yeah, a half decent sword.
Someone should keep hold of it. I think it is more slightly better than a normal blade, however.
Is there anyone else in the party that might use a longsword? Other than Harlequin. For
Don't
reasons. Nope. Corin, what
I
kind of
have
swords
no
do
interest in it.
Corin, you tend to use dexterous weapons, don't you?
Yep.
Okie dokie. In that case, we'll probably call it there for the evening, as it is now 11 o'clock.
And I have stolen
Oh, wow.
most people's kills. Like an absolute ninja.
This is also
Corin's just left the chat. Left row 20. I don't know.
Goodbye,
He's tired
Corin.
of stealing his kills.
Goodbye, Corin.
Where?
You disappeared from roll 20.
Who's lighting
yeah,
up in
just
Discord?
with
There we go. There he is.
That's fine. Anyway, yes. I hope you had fun tonight, guys. That's only up to day 3 of your journey.
It's a 6-day journey, right?
I thought it was 20.
It is a 30-day journey.
Yeah, I was going to say on the rest.
Ah,
It's a 30-day journey.
okay.
However, there are a lot of days where nothing really happens.
Yeah, no,
I've
I've written this down. It's 750 miles, isn't it? And it's
Yes.
like 15 miles a day or something.
about that, yeah. So I'm basically playing it. You guys are traveling for essentially a month. So, yeah,
Wow. Okay.
you'll get to know these people
I
pretty
will
well.
walk 500 miles.
And I will walk
I'm out.
500 more.
Love you guys.
But yeah,
And on that
basically,
note,
Sorry.
basically that evening, as the caravan continues, you actually pull over to a small roadside inn called Fieldhaven Inn, so you can get a better rest for the evening. The man that you're traveling with, Alkany, basically says he'll pay for a room for you all. You'd have to share, but there are beds enough for all of you, as it's essentially bunk beds, and you can get a better rest. And also, I'll start next week with you guys waking up.
cool.
Yay!
Sounds awesome.
I hope you guys had fun. I'll close my 8 million notes. So this is a really boring part of the book, I felt, so I have written a lot of things for it.
I'm enjoying it.
Yay!
Yeah,
good.
Because it feels, without being rude, it feels less like, and then D&D says you do this.
Yes, this is exactly what I wanted, because
First part of this thing was definitely like that.
It's not your fault, that's how it's written.
Yep,
But
that
yeah,
is true.
thank you.
This book is pretty boring in terms of those kind of things. But yes, I'm glad. It's really cool. And some people may encounter a familiar character showing up next week.
Malron.
That's Malron's too obvious, I think, for right now. But there is someone potentially. So I hope to see you all next week.
Spider Queen. Right when Toby leaves, the Spider Queen appears.
She's like, he fucked off. I'm doing it.
I heard.
Fuck's sake.
Lol, Tobias is in the Feywild, and I am here now. But yes. But yeah, people at home. I will be back tomorrow at 9 p.m. playing God of War. And for everyone in chat, I hope you've had fun. Team Creative Condiments. We may come up with a better name soon.
Absolutely.
Have a
We're
think
gonna
about a
have
better
to.
name. Seriously, do ever think about a better name. And because I want you to be able to actually tell people in game your name too, but no rush for it. Just maybe by next week, or use the Discord. You can always throw ideas in the TCC Discord chat. But yes, I hope you have fun, and I will see you guys next week, I guess.
Boy.
Okay. Bye.
Night, lovely people, and bye everybody at home. This is Clockwork SJ signing off for the evening.